Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Pablo 7. I'm gonna I'm gonna change my last name one of these days. My real last name is Munoz. Not a big deal. You can look me up. Whatever. It doesn't affect me. Darryl has a mic now.
Yes, I do. I mean, technically, I do have a mic when we don't have a guest. But when we do have a guest,
Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant. We have a third mic. We have
there
a
you
third
go.
mic. Our guest today, he's someone I found. I didn't find him. First of all,
He found
he's
you.
not homeless.
He found
found
you.
me. We were playing Pokemon. It was 2019. I would say maybe July. And I say this because I started playing Pokemon on my birthday, so it was like maybe a week later. I went to a tournament. I sat down by myself at this table. I did bring my friends, but they were away from me as well. And
You're that loner.
yeah.
Where you bring friends and then they're also loaning you out.
Yeah, well, they weren't playing Pokemon. They didn't have cards, so they just kind of like, okay, I'm out. I'm gonna sit over here.
Were they playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
They were like spectators.
Oh, okay.
And there's this guy I remember when I played in the actual tournament. He was hilarious, funny, and he was just like talking shit, but like not necessarily like about me, about more so his plays. He made mistakes.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna beat him. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this guy easily.
Sure.
And I didn't know what any of the Pokemon cards did. He was playing.
You entered a tournament and didn't know how to play your own deck?
No, I didn't know how to play against other people's decks. Like I didn't know the ins and outs of what they're playing.
Oh, okay.
So he was playing Weezing, so he's spreading damage, and I'm like, this is all he's doing. And then like just one turn, just fucking takes all the prize cards, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. And we had a good time because I'm a good sport. I'm not like I don't get easily offended, if that makes sense. But I started going back there, and I started talking to him more and more, or he started talking to me more and more. Keep saying I started talking to him more and more, like as if he's the loner. I was the loner.
Sure.
Anyways, his name is Michael. Everyone knows him as Bayboi because I don't know if he's a Bay Area rapper. He used to rap. He used to make music. He used to do something with music. And we're going to find out today. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bayboi.
Yo, it's your boy. Don't you ever take my intro ever again. Don't act like I didn't start this shit.
So, Bayboi, what is that? Tell us about Bayboi. Where does that come from? I feel like I heard
short
your
and
freestyles.
sweet. I'm bad at nicknames.
Okay.
I'm from the Bay Area. I'm a guy. Bayboi. The only thing I did creative on that was I made the Y and I.
So you're basic now. Because that's how basic people spell.
Sure.
Do you have a new nickname though? Like, is it just Michael?
I'm Bayboi
Mike?
on everything.
Bayboi and everything. Well, because I saw when we were doing tournaments, I was like, who has just a name like this, like a Bayboi? I was like,
Oh yeah, I was trying.
and I was like,
cool.
Michael, are you not playing or what?
I was trying to be edgy,
Yeah.
stick out.
Is it like big B, little A, giant
knows?
Y?
No, it's BAY. I used to do a second big B.
Uh-huh.
Then I was like, no, this is stupid. Then it's OI.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Anyways, do you rap? Do you freestyle? Do you do any of that? We talked about it before, and I just have this recollection where you either brought it up at some point that you made music. What is that about? Like, is that true or
I freestyle in the shower.
freestyle in the
Or when I'm mad. It's
So
like,
you haven't
No.
recorded anything at all.
Yeah. I
Nothing.
haven't released anything.
Nothing. I feel like you have a lot of songs and you're just gonna unload, kind of like how Russ did it, where he just like started dropping like music like every week. The reason I asked that, now believe it or not, I'm not a good singer. I like to freestyle occasionally when I find a beat in my own car when I'm driving to work or whatever. I'll just turn on a random beat and I get in my feelings, or I just talk shit to the mic. I'll talk shit about my ex. I'll talk shit about anyone, and then I just freestyle it. Is that something you do in the shower as well? Or?
Basically, when I rap or freestyle, it's like a expression. You know how they say music is like one of the best ways to express yourself. So like when I'm pissed or I want to say something, because I got tired of saying how I felt on my own Facebook, and then people would be like, oh, this fat guy's probably going to kill himself or some shit. Because apparently you can't be fat and express yourself on Facebook. Then you get 20 people asking if you're alive.
Yeah.
So I just started Like, if you look on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
there's little raps or dumb, corny shit on here from years.
So you do have like hidden music there, hidden
Yeah.
freestyle. Okay, but you just
Most
keep
of
it
it
to yourself.
sucks. Most of it. It's mostly just, oh, this person pissed me off. I'm a little write
sure.
something up. But nothing like I'm trying to like make music and no.
Do you have maybe like, do you ever get like a small dream where you're like, yeah, maybe I should, or like, but then you don't feel motivated to actually do it, or how does it like?
It's more of a, I always struggled with I was very good at freestyling, but when it came to writing, it would take me super long. And then I don't know if you learned this from like a voice coach or something, but at least when I would record, because I've done YouTube and stuff like that, I never figured out how to stop where you would hear the breathing, because I'm a bigger dude, you know, you can hear the breathing sometimes.
Gotcha, yeah.
And it would piss me off.
Oh, okay.
And the main thing is, you know how your voice will sound to you?
Mm-hmm.
The voice to my own ears, I love it. Like my rap voice.
Yeah.
But when I hear it, I'm like, oh, I want to beat this guy's ass. Shut up.
You don't like it. See, like I do that sometimes where I'm like, my voice is just like corny. It just doesn't sound cool. But like, how many rappers do I listen to and I'm like, I can do this. I'm
True.
like, shit, I can do that. Like their voice sounds.
I
Like,
can say Gucci 20 times on a beat.
I know, honestly, like, but then you make the content. You're like, this is not me. This is trash. And you're like, but honestly, like. One of my all-time goals is to just make one song, and I know it'll blow up, but I'm like, I have to perfect it as well. So I'm like learning from. This is why I'm asking you, because I'm like, what is your secret? You know, I thought you actually recorded shit, and you were just like.
I've been in like a professional studio now because my cousins record.
Oh hell yeah!
But I've never like, oh, I'm gonna go produce my own thing.
Yeah, so you have like an avenue if you did want to.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if they still do. They're more like. I don't even know they're more like underground. They kind of do like, you know those rappers who only rap for like gang members?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Only gang members know who they are?
Yeah, yeah. That's weird. Oh, you're talking about, I'm going to bring up some random ones that you might have heard because they're from here. Have you heard of Speedy Loke?
I think he rapped for my cousin's label, I think.
No way.
I
think he was, I'm not promoting him at all. I think he passed away. Norteño rapper.
Yes, okay. That's what my cousin did.
Yep.
You ever heard of Woody?
Woody.
My cousin is Woody's best friend, or it was before Woody passed away.
Oh, Woody passed away. Maybe I was talking about Woody. But I know Speedy Loke is familiar too. But yeah, I always seen those raps and I'm like, shit, I want to rap about that stuff. But that's kind of the same thing as in Mexican music. They call it corridos, which is like cartel music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cartel music. That's what it is. And it's just like a dangerous avenue to get into. Nowadays, it's like people like Tekashi can rap about stuff that they've been through and like not. I guess it could be fake. A lot of it could be fake. That's the thing.
Yeah, the only thing is with those gangster rappers, you know, when they say they shot someone, they shot someone.
Yeah. That's
like they did that shit like an hour ago and then got in the studio.
So I mean, like when I freestyle, I make shit up. Like a lot of my stuff is just like. I didn't stab anyone, you know. I'm just like, that's just the first word that comes to mind when it rhymes to something else. So, we actually have a fun segment at the end. You're gonna kill me for this.
You're gonna ask me to freestyle.
No. We're both gonna freestyle.
I knew you were gonna.
We have some beats.
Oh my! I hate you.
We'll see how it goes, but you can't say obviously like we can't throw the R word around and certain words.
It's the R word.
The R. I'm motioning it.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the R word. Yeah. Not the other one. And certain words. So if you drop that, I'm like, all right, we gotta delete that little segment. But
you know what's messed up? this is how I know you do your topics last minute because I told you I rapped last night.
No.
Yes, I did. I said
no. Okay,
I sent you a message about Bobby Shmurda.
I know.
Last night.
But guess what I was doing last night as well before you messaged me that. Okay, so what I do sometimes, TikTok, you know what TikTok is, right?
Yeah.
Do you go on it, or?
I'm on TikTok like 20 hours
Okay,
a day.
the reason I asked is because a lot of people are either for or against it that are like our age.
Yeah.
And last year was when I started going on TikTok and like I just got hooked on it, you know.
So like everyone else.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
The pandemic made everyone go to TikTok.
Except our friend Javier, he's a boomer basically, so... Javier is that guy. The one.
I know
in the
who
middle?
Javier
Oh, you know
is.
Javier?
Yeah.
He's fucking.
Bro, I remember I was playing before you. I know all these people.
He's out there. He's crazy, man.
Yeah, I did
crazy.
TikTok before, like,
Before
slightly,
TikTok was
but not to sound like a fucking
no,
hype
go for it.
beast. Well, I did a little bit before that, but to me, it was always like I call it like bathroom content, where you're just,
Yep.
sitting on the
sitting there.
shitter, just doop.
Were you on there when it was Musically?
No, I was on it when it
So
was mainly
afterwards. Just the dances?
it was mainly all you can tell 90% of these people were on Vine.
Oh, so they're not Vine
Like,
content.
super early.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you got Will Smith, and I'm like, oh, okay.
All the
Okay.
celebrities.
Okay, so where I was going with this, I would find this thing where they basically have you duet it, and these guys are on their, like, I think their keyboards are just making beats.
Yep.
Okay,
And they're like, duet this and go ham, and then, or stitch me or whatever. And so what I would do is I would just play their beat on repeat and then just freestyle and just raw dog it. You just figure out, like, what just practice, essentially. And so then you texted me about, or messaged me about Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda.
I just want to quickly say, you were referencing Bobby Shmurda all day.
Today.
All right,
all day.
we can bring up I said that
But
at
how
like
long
8
ago?
p.m.
How long ago was he free from jail?
5 or 6 years, I think.
No,
No.
He wants a different answer.
About how long did he get out of jail?
A day? That day, maybe?
No.
About a week ago?
About a week ago. God, missed the punchline. We can only use that for like about a week. But okay. Anyways, that's where. Then you messaged me, and then I said to myself, "We got to do a freestyle."
I sent you a freestyle to you, that little like 3-bar thing, which was horrible. But
when I read it like I'm like going hard on it. Like it could be something dumb, and I'm like, I'm always the type of guy that would like take someone else's ideas and try and use it somehow. So if it sounds dumb to you, it sounds great to me.
As soon as I sent that to you, I was like, "Fuck!"
Yeah.
I should have waited till after I did the podcast. Because I know he's going to ask me to freestyle.
Yeah. So we got some beats we're going to try and freestyle too. And no matter how terrible they are, we got to go through it. And
we'll see. I'm very in the mood type of freestyler. So sometimes
that's how I am.
if I'm not in the mood, don't be mad at me if I don't just... Because I've been put in a spot before and it just doesn't come to me.
If anything, I'll try and go first and see where we can go
or
from there.
Maybe I'll find some written on here or something. I don't know.
Written. Some like Drake just in front of his phone going ham. Okay, so I want to ask you something. We're gonna. No, we won't dive into that question yet.
I don't care.
No. We gotta warm up a little bit more. Okay,
I ain't gonna hide nothing. Like, who? If you ever remember who I am, I don't care. I'll tell you anything.
Okay, well I'm gonna see. Let me start off by saying this. First episode we recorded on a Blue Yeti. You know that. The audio was just a little, sketchy. But we managed.
It wasn't as bad as you think, but
yeah. Well, what did you think of the first episode? You didn't listen to it. I know you didn't.
I listened to part of it.
Yeah.
It was more. The only thing that was very noticeable was he sounded like he was down the hallway, and then
Hey,
you were like right on top of it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We're gonna continuously just have audio issues because I sound like I'm down the hallway again. With this microphone.
That's fine, and that's kind of what we want you to
Isn't
sound.
that the new one?
Huh?
Yeah,
this is the new one.
Damn.
It looks cool as shit. It was $80. I was like, let's go get it. The cable's worth almost as much as the mic. That's kind of sad.
These two mics are $80, and this sounds like shit. No,
What were these? 20?
those are 80.
Those were 80 on discount.
Yeah.
Oh.
From 120.
What are these, like Audio Technicas or something?
Yeah, sure.
It's
Yeah.
got some weight to it, by the way. I did not
Technicas.
expect it to be this heavy.
Yeah. So, and that's why I'm like laying it on my fat. I'm like,
if y'all can see, you better take a picture of him with his gangster lean with his mic and then post.
Yeah.
Don't y'all have social media? Don't you?
No, yeah, do you have an Instagram?
No, I'm behind the times.
What the behind the times? That was like 30
You,
years ago.
you can ask Lorelai. Like I'm too old.
Even Lorelai has one. She just got one.
I'm just like my joke was always I'm too old for Instagram. I don't know how to do it.
Damn.
But
you have TikTok?
I don't have Snap. You want to know when I got Snapchat?
That's gross.
I didn't get Snapchat until COVID started. Because I always said I'm too old for Snapchat.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I just hit the big 3-0.
Oh,
You're
not that old.
Yeah, see? Don't you fucking make us feel old, by the way. I'm 27.
I'm just saying. No, you're young.
Oh,
It's just
God.
like, you know,
3
it's that
years?
stigma of as soon as you hit 30, people are like, oh, you're half dead.
I feel like 30 is the new 20 though.
30's the new
That's
20.
that's what
We
people
don't have
always
kids,
say when they're 30 or they're 20.
Yeah, we don't have kids. That's good.
I don't either. My
Even
pull-out game's strong. It's called you don't
Yeah.
do it at all.
Oh, shit.
You don't.
So, episode 1, I made some. Now, I'm not allowed to talk on this, but hey, the girl stopped talking to me, so what do you want me to do? What do you
That
want
was
me to
episode 1?
do? That was episode 1.
So the topic of episode 1 got him in trouble, essentially.
It got me in trouble.
It was hilarious. Y'all should go watch it.
We are not dating. We're not anything.
They were
But
just talking.
I posted the link to the podcast on everything. I posted on Snapchat of all things. Snapchat. And she goes, I listened to your podcast, and it went downhill from there. I don't feel like I did anything bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad. And you know, she asked me like, hey, should we talk on the phone? And I was like, no, there's nothing to solve. At that point I'm just kinda like, what do you want? You know, it's like, if you don't, I told you what I felt about you. I told you what I thought about you. Mm-hmm. There was nothing different. You know,
Did you say anything on the podcast that you didn't say to her already?
I don't think so. That's the thing.
That's why I'm like. That's why I told you. I was like, why is she even mad then?
Yeah. Well, I told my sister about it, and I told her I think maybe it was just a misunderstanding, but you know we didn't talk about it, and so maybe in later podcasts I'll describe everything if I can confirm that hey we did in fact stop talking. So, but she hasn't messaged me in a couple days, and to me it's already like that's.
You know what you do to build the hype on the podcast? You just invite her.
Invite her on. Invite her on.
And when you need that little pump in the ratings.
I did say something mean though. I did say something mean. I said she was a bad kisser though.
Yeah, but that's like.
Get good.
You know how many girls? You know how many girls you tell that? Then they're like, "I'll prove you wrong." Like a little playful, like.
Yeah.
You Not if they're like 2 hours away, 2-3 hours away though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for her to get mad at just you saying he's a bad kisser, there's a lot worse shit you could have said.
Yeah, I know a lot though, and I can't say it.
Yeah. That'll be at the after show.
Yeah, I mean the after dark show, but we are actually, basically what I'm saying is I'm not treading lightly. I'm just like building up hype. I'm building up hype over episodes, and you know I'll explain more things as they come. I'll explain my ex's relationship. As I grow, because a lot of people are just like, you know, what the fuck actually happened. But let's talk about something. So as I've been growing as a photographer, I don't know if you've seen some of my pictures.
Yep.
I post most of them on Instagram, so you might get the back end, which is Facebook.
I get the Facebook ones.
Yeah, you get a little low detail, whatever.
No, they're still detailed.
I meant like low quantity. Like I don't post all of them. Okay. You know.
You don't connect your Instagram to your Facebook.
Oh, I should. So
okay.
There's some pretty dope ass pictures though. Like
they literally promote that now. That you could just double post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because that's what I do, honestly.
That's a good idea.
But that's for my personal stuff though.
For sure. So, two things happened when I was trying to promote myself as a photographer. Obviously, like some good things have happened. One of them was someone hit me up to be a videographer for their porn site, right? I declined it because at the time I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is just not me. Now I'm like, whatever. But it's too late.
Money is money, bro.
Yeah, see, I fucked up. But that's fine. And I was not going to be a part of it. But I'm technically a part of it by filming it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You just wanted quality. Yeah,
I gotta wear pants
that are resistant.
For sure. Okay, so the other person, I have a question first. So we're gonna dive into this question.
Shoot.
Okay, you have good friends right here that you know.
Yeah.
One starts with the T.
T.
It also starts with a K too.
Oh, Toby?
Yeah.
What about
him? Are you good friends with him?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
One of your best. So you would say you're better friends with him than his ex, right?
Yeah. Which is funny because...
Significantly?
Because small, quick backstory. I was friends with...
Talk what you can talk about.
I was friends with her first.
Okay.
Oh.
And then, because I hated Toby, because he was a... if you've ever played Pokemon with him, he's competitive. You know.
Yeah, that's the only way I know him though.
He's basically like you played me. I was a little bit toned down versus you, especially early on. Mm-hmm. But we're like alpha males, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're super competitive and we talk shit and at first, and then I have this habit of getting lucky when it came to Pokemon.
Oh, shit.
And it really pissed him off. To the point where he would yell at me during the game and say, you know, fuck you. Oh, I can cuss.
And you, and you can cuss. And you weren't friends with him at this time when he was.
No, I low-key hated him.
Okay.
Because he would deny that I was good at the game. Not saying I'm some pro or whatever.
Yeah.
But he would just say, oh, you're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky.
Throw excuses out why he lost.
So long story short, I was friends with her first.
Okay.
And then it evolved us.
We're not going to say her name for a reason.
Yeah.
And I'll explain in a sec, so.
And because I slowly became his friend and then it just took off and now I'm only
so you kind of watched like their relationship grow on the side and everything and whatever.
Oh shit, I just know where this is going now.
Okay.
Oh damn. My message has been answered.
Okay.
Bayboi, you're very smart, by the way.
Here's my opinion because I like people in general, right? So I respect everyone no matter what, but I'll also have my opinions, you know? Obviously with Toby, my opinion was just the opposite. It didn't go well because I saw him as competitive. In my head, I'm just like, he's cocky or he's very angry in the game.
He's one of those people. Well, I'm the same way too, where you kind of have to get to know them.
Yeah,
sure.
Like people like you guys like me, or at least I hope so. But there's also a lot of people who don't like me. I'm not my personality is very out there. Mm-hmm. You know,
you're very
I'm very blunt. I don't really hide. I don't like cater to people's emotions too much. Mm-hmm. But if you ever get past that, like I'll die for you. Like y'all my homies, I'd stand up for you guys.
So no filter, but you also die.
Yeah, like if you get past that little shield, so to speak, we're good forever.
Sure.
That's kind of the same with him. It's just you gotta get past that shield.
Yeah. So I didn't know him, nor do I know his ex. Right, but I have her on a social media site. Okay, no, not the one you're thinking of. I have her on a regular, very formal, very Christian. I think it's called the Bookface. Bookface. All right. Bookface. So we're not trying to promote Bookface's real name, but you know which one I'm talking about. So Bookface, and so I started noticing. And wait a second, they're not dating. Again, none of my business. That's fine. And I'm not here to ask about that. This is where I'm going with this. Then I started noticing, okay, why is she, I see where she's going with this. Why she was posting certain content. She was promoting a different website.
Yeah.
And I've been curious. I'm like, because you always see like, okay, I'm just curious what they look like, right? And, Christmas came around. I'm like, I go in my pocket.
You got a little extra money?
No, not even a little extra, man. I was broke. I was broke because remember, I broke up with my ex, and so I had all these bills stacked on me. So I'm like, fuck, I got to work through this shit for a little bit. But then I look in my pocket, and I'm like, I got $5. I got $5. I can get the special this month.
Oh,
I can get the special. Yeah. It's a Christmas special.
So
I put that money down. I went to the bank. I put it in my debit card, and I'm like, all right, let's go. $4.99. So I kept the penny. Not much of a thing, right?
Yep.
And I went on there, and I subscribed for 1 month. Oh, by the way, second month overall, just renewed it, and I forgot, and I was like, fuck. But that's not the point. First month, I subscribed. It's the first time subscribing to OF. I thought it was going to be a different experience. I don't know what I was going to expect. I get on there. The pictures fucking suck. The pictures fucking suck, man.
What's in the picture or just the quality? Or
the quality,
like
the,
you as
the
a
angles.
photographer?
See, this is me learning about photography, but even so, it's like, think of it like if I'm taking a pretty picture of someone and there's people in the background. Like here's a graduation picture, but there's people in the background. Okay. I'm not saying there was people in the background while she was showing her tits or whatever, but it was so like bad that I literally messaged her and said, "Do you need a photographer? I'm not trying to do anything. Like I'm like, here, I want to push your content to make it a little bit better because I was
it was so bad. The inner photographer was like, you need Jesus. Maybe not Jesus, but you need help. You need some help.
And so I offered that.
Professionally.
Yeah. And I did mean it because the picture was so bad that sexually I was not turned on. I was like, I can't even get off to these. And it wasn't a matter of her. I'm sure anyone can seduce anyone, but it was more so a matter of the actual pictures. The pictures.
Yeah,
I got off to the Mona Lisa.
Your inner artist couldn't like let go of all the flaws.
Exactly. So I got a response, and not the response I wanted to hear. The response was, though, in fact, that, hey, yeah, I would like to, and maybe we can collaborate in other ways as well. And I'm like, are you And I obviously sent it to some of my friends, and we got a little laugh. But, again, that's not where I was.
Do you still have this message?
Huh?
Do you still have this message?
This makes sense why you did not answer me the other day.
What?
When I asked you, hey, yo, I'm nosy. Tell me who.
Oh, yeah. Well, did you kind of know where I was going with this? Or?
I know now.
But to kind of make it, I never followed up. I was just kind of like, because I started like growing as a photographer elsewhere, and I was like, you know what, if she's not
following... It wasn't
following
a route that you maybe wanted to
go
down.
I mean, and then I didn't want my dick in a video or anything like that. Like, you know, it's like, I'm here to collaborate, I'm here to film you, but it's like, hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. Whoa, this feels good. But no, it didn't go that way at all. And that's fine. I'm cool with it. That's why I asked, because I'm like, did you ever see those pictures? And
no.
And
I told him this, you know, Toby. I was like, because he found out after. I'm pretty sure he probably found out immediately.
I mean, it's not that hard to find out.
Yeah, it was probably one of those things where if no one else told him they knew, he probably wouldn't have ever mentioned it. But you know how dudes are.
Yeah,
and I'm sure you've
especially
seen
the boys together.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure you've seen our little like circle we had. We're not gonna let that pass. That's too good of a. That's too good of a a jabber.
Here's my opinion about OnlyFans. I don't care.
I don't either. It's just for me personally, because when I say we're best friends, we're like.
You're homies.
Yeah, like we're brothers.
Yeah.
So I felt kind of like not touching this with a 20-foot pole.
50 foot.
As far as I'm concerned.
Because you didn't
all
know
she
whether
has
to
is
laugh or...
what is it, back face or whatever.
Two-face?
Whatever you called the website that you don't want to say their real name.
Bookface.
Bookface. What did I say? Backface?
Yeah. Backface.
Backface was referring to the other side.
Fans only.
Very true.
We're back to, fans only.
But yeah, I got a laugh out of it. I was just like... I'm curious to... I was curious to know how you guys reacted to it, because obviously... Most people nowadays are like, people have...
OnlyFans in general, I will admit, especially around that Trump check at the beginning.
Yeah.
Toby can vouch. There were some people's bills being paid off of my lonely ass. But it was not that person in particular, because I was like, nope. Because I have a photographic memory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
It's not as good as it used to be because I had a couple seizures. We could talk about that later.
Okay.
But it affected it to where, and the way my photographic memory is triggered is like I'll see a certain person or an image, and then it triggers everything. So just picture every time I see Toby's face, I'm gonna see the fans only like right next to it.
Oh,
really?
Shit,
so I'm not gonna be able to. It's gonna be like. I can't do it. I can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
There's like this running joke I always tell my friends. I was like, if I ever see your dick, I can never talk to you.
Damn.
Because every time I see you, all I'm going to see is...
Your dick?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, I don't know the relationship. I know now yours is more so like, obviously, you're saying with your bro.
Yeah.
And he's going to be there for you,
of course.
versus her. But I saw that, and again, I'm like, I don't care, but
definitely caught me off guard, won't lie.
Yeah, okay. But like I said, I was just like, damn. And I hope Toby doesn't take this the wrong way. When I subscribed because...
You're curious?
I was curious. I'm like, this is the first person I know.
It's probably one of those things where it's like, it probably will annoy him, but it's like...
Don't bring it up to him.
I mean...
No, I won't just be like, hey...
Yeah, it's one of those things where like, he's over it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. It's still gonna kind of make you a little. You can't help but feel a little mad.
Because it's an ex.
Yeah, and then like at some point when COVID's over, hopefully I don't know unless you become a professional photographer or this podcast starts getting sponsors and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
then you might come play Pokemon at some point, and then we gotta see each other, you know.
See, I don't have any animosity towards him.
No, I'm sure. I'm not saying like he.
And
would
if he
either.
hears this, it's not a big deal. Like I said,
I'm trying to like not, you know what I mean, like because he's my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put it this way: me, like let's say if I was in this situation, I'm over it, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna get mad and slightly be mad at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Again, this is not something to like. We're just chilling there, and I bring it up like, "Hey, your ex is an only." Like,
yeah.
It's like him coming up to me and saying, "Hey, your ex broke up with you because you cheated on you." It's like, okay, you know, like
it's just gonna be one of those.
It's just
things
something you
where,
don't
like,
bring up.
over time. He'll get over it.
Yeah, and this is a podcast setting, so it makes more sense to get a laugh out of it.
It is kind of fucked up. I told him about the podcast.
Oh.
I literally talked to him before I came here.
I can tell he's a good guy though.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get to know because a lot of
cool.
the homies I got to know outside of Pokemon, and I'm like, oh, you're like I'll throw one name out there, Vince. Do you know Vince?
Not a clue.
Vince.
I probably
He's
know
super
him.
loud, very. You've probably played him, but
He's probably one of the Fresno boys or something.
yeah, but
Because I see you guys hang out with the Fresno boys a lot.
No, I don't hang out with any Fresno boys.
Or like their group was like.
Do you have a photo of him?
No, I'll pull up a photo here.
Like it's basically all the people who hang out with what's his name that you told me if I know at the beginning of the podcast.
Those are some of the people. Marino Lopez, though I'm just like a fan of him.
Marino, yeah, him.
Gage. I don't hang out with any of them. Though.
I call them the Fresno boys, but it's more that's just who they usually hang around.
I actually hang out with the Concord boys.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's a different group though. Fresno boys, I feel
Oh
like.
yeah, I know him.
Oh, you have? Yeah. Him.
It's a horrible picture for you to say. Is this him? Yeah, I know him.
Okay, well,
I think he's the guy who I always say looks like our friend Danny.
Oh, he does look like him.
He does look like Danny.
Yes, that's the guy.
He's just taller. He's just taller.
Small confession. I took a picture of this guy during a tournament.
Okay.
And
to send to your friend?
said, Danny, why are you at this tournament? And then Danny was like, my beard's better. That's all he said.
Damn. So with him, didn't know him before Pokemon, or didn't know him much besides Pokemon. Very loud, very obnoxious. Met him outside of Pokemon, didn't play Pokemon, and guess what? He's a totally different person. Sorry, he is loud, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we clicked
there's the
differently.
Pokemon him, then there's the...
Yeah, and it's kind of like what I was saying about Toby. It's like, if he's probably doing normal shit, because you know him personally, like,
yeah,
he's a cool-ass dude.
He's just super competitive, that's all it really is.
And so, yeah, I brought that up because I wanted to know if you knew her personally and get a good laugh out of it, because like I said, pictures did suck. I actually showed him. I showed Darryl. Darryl.
Don't show me.
There's no reason to. I'm not subscribed. I'm not gonna take a screenshot of bad pictures.
Just, like I, damn, you don't have to drag your dog. You're making it sound like she was in a fucking flip book, and it was like, oh, this is.
Oh man, it's worse than what you think, though.
She's still using a Metro phone or something.
It's worse. It's worse than what you think. It's more so the art of photography. And like I said, I offered my services, but at the time then, I've improved myself as a photographer, and I don't want anything to do with low quality
to be that guy who blows
content.
Up and then like, oh, you're not even. I thought you meant. Years from now, you don't want to be that guy who did porn that one time.
No.
You're just like, I don't want to be associated with that
I do
quality.
have a story of a guy that did porn that I know. Do you guys have a story of any porn stars you knew, or?
I mean, there's probably some that are probably porn stars.
I know, like, a person that went to my school that did porn later in life.
Were they pretty cool, or? Girl or guy?
It's a dude.
What's up with dudes, man?
He was, I think he was in like, student body. Like, he was in student body.
He was in the upper echelon of people.
So he was loud and boisterous, and then he went down to Hollywood and, did the hanky panky.
Banging women, right?
No.
I plead the fifth, and I'm going to mute my mic.
No.
As soon as he said boisterous, you knew where that was going.
See, here's the thing. This guy is a year older than me. I've known in high school. We see him at the gym because after high school, me and my boy, we went to the gym all the time, worked out. We see him working there. He's doing good things. He's like ripped, just incredibly yoked. And
find out as a fans only.
Five or so years later, I when I lived in Chicago, moved back. I'm at the movie theaters. one of my friends, he's actually a producer. He makes music and stuff. And he texted me. He's like, "Hey, do you remember so-and-so from the gym?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Instead of like giving me a warning for what he's about to show me, he went straight to, and you got to think, I'm at a movie theater, so my brightness is, I mean, it's like mid-level, but it's like, it's bright. You can see it. It's the dude getting plowed by another dude. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I can't watch Spider-Man now.
And so at the time, I showed my girl, and she's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to see. Wait a second, that's fucking Johnny.
Stop staring.
Yeah.
I'm like that all the time.
You're like, hey, let me see. I'm like, nope, definitely getting plowed by a dude. And you know, it got around.
Was your volume on?
Huh?
Was your volume on by accident too?
It was on low, but it wasn't anything terrible.
It would have been hella funny,
I have this really bad talent that I notice, like deformities or scars, or like something where you stick out before anything else. It is very horrible to admit. I don't even know why I'm admitting.
I mean,
like,
can you see my ear? Like, one ear pops out versus the other one.
No,
it's not a deformity.
It's more of like a. I think when I was younger, I think I used it as a way to remember people, and now it's like I use it because I don't know, maybe I'm an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell us about one person.
I can't, because the only person I'm thinking about I know probably listens to this podcast.
Wow.
Really?
Maybe.
What the fuck? Who?
What's a maybe?
Let me think of someone who wouldn't care.
Well, now they know it's them because you probably mentioned it.
No, because they're nice people. It's just my brain doesn't work very respectfully.
Oh, is it Tommy here?
Many people.
He's a good guy.
Because I talk very not give a fuck. But people don't realize I still censor some stuff.
Sure.
I try to. I can't stop thinking about it.
No, don't mention it if you don't feel comfortable.
It's more of a I don't want them to think of me differently.
Sure.
Because of this is how it's not like I think of them only that.
Yeah.
It's just that oh hey, this is so and so with the.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
We can go.
I'll tell y'all later. But
let's move on to the next topic. Write that down. I want to know who it is. I kind of have an idea.
I'm trying to think of
someone else, and I don't because
I'm gonna mention something and see if you know who it is.
Okay. I don't. Is that a T-Rex you're doing there?
Close.
Do I know the person too?
Oh, is that the person?
Anyways,
we'll talk about it later.
I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to mention anything more because I actually said something myself. But I know what you're talking about.
You'll edit it and then you don't.
Okay, so I want to ask you something because over the past, actually, I feel like it's weird because over the past year during the pandemic, or maybe it was the year before, you would bring up, you would go on dates, or you went on dates.
Basically, the first 6 months of the pandemic.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I don't give a fuck. And then it was weird because, people didn't realize how long the pandemic was going to last, obviously. There's the people who thought it would be 2 weeks.
We all thought it was 2 weeks.
There's the people who was like, oh, really? This is never going to end. But it just basically became... I almost went very ghetto. But it became fat guy time. Because
lonely boy time, too.
People's standards were like...
Oh, I get it.
Because I am obviously pleasantly plump.
Okay.
So those people who would probably normally not swipe, was it left, right, whatever.
So right is good, left is bad.
People, they were normally like, oh, fuck you, you fat piece of shit. Left. All of a sudden they're like, you know what? He probably definitely doesn't have COVID.
Yeah. So, in other words, were you lowering your standards, though, when you were swiping right or left?
The thing is, my standards are very...
broad?
Yeah, I don't really have, a type per se.
Okay.
There's certain things I would rather have, but I'm more of a... Because, for instance, one of my celebrity crushes is Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh, okay. Fast and Furious.
What's up with Fast?
But I'm a boob guy. Totally opposite of what she is.
Okay, we're going to have to cut that. A boob guy?
Boob guy?
Boob guy? We only take ass guys here. I'm joking. Yeah, I know. I love tits and ass.
I mean, if you're an ass guy, you might as well just, fuck a good dude.
I'm just looking at
boobs. It is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you put it that way, man. Okay, but
Michelle Rodriguez is very small. Okay. Well, basically, I'm only saying that as It's
her. Oh my God,
it's
yes.
more of how you carry yourself to me.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with, I'm Puerto Rican, Hawaiian, and Portuguese, but I grew up mainly with my Puerto Rican, Hawaiian side. So I grew up with all women who are very strong and, you know what I mean? Like, they're all very, I don't know how to describe it.
Like
Ghetto. Power.
Yeah.
Like,
Strong.
they ruled the relationship.
Yeah, you just
Strong
You
women.
didn't go to grandpa. You went to Yes, grandma. Yes. Fuck you, grandpa. I'm not listening to you.
So I'm gonna throw a types, and then you tell me yes or no, or does that matter or not matter? So we're gonna start off by ethnicity. Does it matter or does it not?
No, it doesn't matter. But of course, I think you mentioned it. I don't remember if it was the last one or the one before that. You mentioned there's ways you lean towards.
Oh, it was the first one.
Yeah.
The very first.
Because I don't have a preferred, but since I grew up in a more ghetto neighborhood, and there was more like, when you're in those ghetto, especially in the not even ghetto.
I said I was from Lodi, and there's just white people everywhere.
Yeah.
So you grow what you see what you
I
love.
wouldn't even say ghetto. Just the Bay Area itself is just literally you look each different way. There's a different race.
What
Yeah.
part of Bay Area?
Hayward.
Okay, East Bay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I get that too, because then you look at other people from outside your I wouldn't say ethnicity, I say more culture.
Yeah. It's just what you're around.
Yeah, so like if you look at like Napa girls or like Anaheim girls, Orange County or whatever, their attitudes, personality are different. And you just don't know how to act around that. They might have a crush on you and be like, oh man, the way this Bay Area guy acts is pretty hot.
Yeah.
But you just don't. Sometimes like I don't know how to act around certain women. And they like certain guys. Most of them kind of stay culturally in their area, not necessarily like Hispanic, Latino, African American. It's more so culturally to like the area they live in.
Yes.
So ghetto would be, you know what I mean?
I'll take ghetto back. It's more of a Bay Area. You can literally any race you could think of is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Very
just
true,
like,
very true.
especially because it goes everything from food to living to everything.
Yep, for sure. What about age? Like, what's your cap at lowest? What's your cap at highest? You're 30.
Well, I'm 30 now, so I actually have to start thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I wouldn't think about it. It was more of a, you're legal, okay. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was, and I wouldn't go 18. It'd be like 19 because everyone. I go by the thing where everyone who says they're 18.
I mean, that's like dating my sister. That's the way I look at it, like that age.
Yeah,
Because
it's
my
just
sister's
like
18.
that's why I started to change because once my cousins started to get that age, like no,
Yeah.
can't do that. But before, for the longest time, it was 19 and up because I had this idea of anyone who said there was 18, they're probably lying because no one just says I'm 18.
Yeah.
But now it's like, especially when I got closer to 30, I was like, okay, I actually have to start being a little bit more thorough
Yeah.
with this.
Mm-hmm.
And then my cousins they're like the first girls, basically. And I was like, okay, they're this age, or they got to be a little bit, like, at least 5 years older than my cousins. Because I'm not, it's going to, how your brain
Yeah,
works.
they're hanging out. They know the lingo that they're talking.
It's going to, like, fuck you up and think you're, like, fucking one of their friends or something.
Yeah. What about age up? Like how high up do you go? I'm 27. I think I cap out in 4 years from now.
I haven't thought about it more, but I'll think Tinder and stuff now. Because I used to stop at 30, but now I am 30, so it's like, fuck, what do I go up to now?
When did you stop at 30? At what age?
Basically, when I was doing 19, I would stop at like.
No. How old were you when you would stop at 30?
It's basically just during COVID, I had to readjust my whole.
Oh.
Because I never really focused on age. I was like, okay, I'm not going to jail.
You're just swiping.
Yeah, I'm not going to jail. Good.
Yeah. The tricky part though is how people look as well, because you can see. Here's an example: a 40-year-old that looks 30, a 30-year-old that looks 40,
Yep.
a 30-year-old that looks 60. You just get like, it's just people act. They look different.
I blame. I don't know what it is because when I was in high school, girls didn't look like this.
No, they didn't.
They were flat chested. I mean, not to talk shit. Don't come at me. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, we all have.
They looked 15, 16.
They didn't
whatever.
glow up.
There was a few outliers, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, when they said, "Oh, I'm 16," you're like, definitely. When I moved to Modesto, this is how I realized it, because I was obviously single, didn't know anyone. The first thing I want to do was find a girlfriend. I was like, oh my God, she's so hot. And then I would see her walk into a high school. I'm like,
Oh!
that's physically feel ill.
I mean, that's obviously wrong. Like, from
like
the
I'd be
perspective
at like
of
a
knowing.
stoplight, and then I'm like,
of-
oh, she's hella hot. And they're like, oh, please don't go into the high school. Please don't. And then you see her walk, and then I physically felt ill. Like,
you literally got out of your car. You went inside that classroom. You're like, you're making sure, like, okay, please tell me you're at the desk. Please tell me you're leading the pack.
Like right on coffee. I forgot what that school is with the Lancer or whatever on the Knights or whatever. I was just at the stoplight.
I know what school it is.
She was at the little liquor store that's right there.
Okay.
And I was like, oh damn, she's hot. And then she crossed the street. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
She said
and
one
then
of the.
Kept going
Yep.
and going, and I'm like,
she had her backpack with her?
no.
No?
Yeah, we almost
And
got you slacking.
Backpack is somewhat of a giveaway, but like,
Yeah.
no. And so since that, especially during COVID, I had to like, go through a couple pictures now before I swipe right. And
Yeah, I haven't been. Have you been catfished? It's okay to say that.
Because we've had.
You would think being a bigger dude, I've probably been catfished like 20 times, right?
I don't get the point of catfishing though, but people do it.
I feel like catfishers want to just have attention.
Oh.
And then once they get.
Are you saying we should be catfishing?
Maybe.
The thing is, like, I don't know what it was, but before I moved out here, I never really struggled with girls. Maybe I peaked early. I don't know. Because you guys can tell.
It's a very different demographic here, though.
Yeah, I do.
I have a very good mouthpiece, I like to say. Like, I can talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can ignore the outerior for a second.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can make you like me, so to speak. You know what I mean?
So you're all personality.
Yeah. Like every other fat guy. But
you do search outside of the area, though, right? You don't just stay around
yeah,
here?
but it's like, well, I've only had a car for like a year now.
Oh, gotcha.
So before, it was a real struggle. Thank you.
I feel you. Kids, how are you with kids?
Would you date a mom, essentially?
Are we talking about pre-COVID or just in general?
Oh, well, first, how are you with kids?
Well, I love kids, not in the
I get that. Yeah, fuck that.
As soon as I said that, I saw.
No. I love kids too. Like I want kids.
Well, because you're Hispanic, right? So like when as soon as you're like 9, all right, you're the babysitter.
Yeah.
So like I grew up babysitting my cousins and then the next cousin, and I was basically the free
I'm not getting
babysitter.
paid,
Yeah, I was the free babysitter for like everybody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know whose kid I was watching half the time.
Shit.
So like it just came natural.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you mean like girls who
now
have
dating,
kids,
yeah.
Pre-COVID I was kind of like, Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. My grandpa told me something a long time ago. He was like, if someone has a kid, that means, can I say the P word?
Penis?
The other one.
Pussy?
Yeah. I can say that?
I mean, we said it.
We just
said
it.
I sound like
as
a
long
bitch
as
now.
you don't do like the big words.
No, well, the thing, my grandpa always said, if they have a kid, that means her pussy was so good they couldn't pull out.
Damn. I mean, I was actually thinking he was going to say something like, if they have a kid, then, I don't know where I'm going with this, man. See, I don't mind kids.
No, my grandpa's 100% Puerto Rican. All they do on that island is fucking drugs.
Yeah.
Sometimes at the same time.
Would you move there?
I would want to know a lot more Spanish, even though they speak English a lot there.
Yeah.
How is your Spanish?
Puerto Rican girls have big asses.
Puerto Rican girls are darker than black people. Like actual...
Wait, really?
Some people,
yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
100% Puerto Ricans, most of them are very, very dark.
I didn't know this.
Like, if you look into the history, when the slave era, we got on the way back to wherever they were going, they hit Puerto Rico, thought they were still in Africa or whatever, put us in the middle of the boat, and then black people were at the bottom, and then they're like, oh, we just got more slaves. Because we were so dark.
Shit. That's interesting. I haven't looked up history on Puerto Rico. And
yeah.
I mean...
And it sucks because... If you think about it, Puerto Rico's still technically like a slave because they're not a state. Mm-hmm. They have to use our money. They're a territory.
Yeah, they are.
They don't. They get to vote, but their vote doesn't matter.
A hurricane just hit recently.
Yep.
They didn't get shit from.
Yeah, like my auntie was out of power for like it felt like a year.
God damn.
It probably wasn't that long, but it felt like a long time. But it just sucks because they get like basically very little rights, and I'm not gonna sit here and like.
We're going
preach.
into politics slowly.
Yeah, but it's more like I don't know like just to quickly finish. It's more I don't know everything, but the little bit I know, it just kind of feels like they're still like America's bitch, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
but back to girls.
Yeah, back to girls. Okay, so you're kind of like
basically
you don't
COVID
give a shit.
Changed everything.
Yeah, COVID changed everything.
But I don't give a shit before that.
Here's
anyway.
the thing: I was dating during COVID. When I say dating, I was with someone.
Yeah.
Now I'm like whatever, but I'm also like using my own confidence to just go out and date, go out and have fun. You come off as very confident, which I really like.
Yeah.
That's a strong feature. I'm confident myself. What I'm not confident is like sometimes I just get bummed out because sometimes it doesn't work out, but it's like then I get in that mindset of like, oh, there's fucking other people. There's so many people. We are in an ocean. There's plenty of fish in the ocean. The problem is I'm a fucking shark. I'm not gonna be out there dating fish.
Yeah, not everyone's attracted to sharks.
Yeah, but and we're all different.
See, my thing is like, I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna admit it. Like, I am. It took a while to get confident where I am now. But for the most, I didn't do it till I was like mid-20s probably. I was always I was confident around the boys, but not around like girls or whatever.
Yeah.
And even now, especially because when I moved to Modesto, I went from. Not to brag, but I was dating a lot. Like there was no dry spells.
Oh shit!
But then having to rebuild all that, it was like a culture shock. I just went from like not like girls calling me to, yo, what's up? I don't know you, bitch. Like
damn.
Like and then they like hit me, and then I like kind of lost my swag, so to speak.
Your mojo.
So like now I'm like, I'm the guy who the friends come to for relationship advice because I know what to say. But when I have to say it, I'm like,
Yeah, the one thing I do struggle with more so is the actual girls I think I like absolutely have a crush on or I'm like hard just going for them. I can't. I'm just fucking. I'm stuttering. I can't. But that's only the girl, and that's when I know I like a girl. I mean, that's
when you're like, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I'm like, yep, this is it. But I'm also fucking it up, so it's such a curse.
That's how you knew first girl was like, I could talk to her.
Yeah,
you're like the girl from Big Bang. You had to get drunk to talk to.
Yeah, fuck. Do you have a crush right now? Like someone a real, not like this actress. I mean, you could date her. Nothing's stopping you. Yeah. But do you have a crush?
Well, to be honest, COVID, as you can tell, I don't know if you said you were paying attention to my Facebook and stuff. I was just fed up because I've been single for the whole time I've been in Modesto, which is like 8 or 9 years now. Okay. Very long time. Yeah. And I mean like super single where like no hookups, nothing.
Oh, not even talking to anyone?
Because at first I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Sure.
I was like, I would like not shave, gain more weight than normal, just as a don't even look at me. So then when I tried to go do that, it was even harder because like I said, my mouthpiece, so to speak, my swag dissipated because I'm a little rusty. And on top of that, the people who like bigger dudes say more like your size. Even less people, not to say that little bit of people like you, but it starts to become smaller and smaller who like the people my size. So the one thing I had to help me get girls was weekend, and then I also got bigger and stopped giving a fuck. So when I tried to, it just didn't work. So I tried really hard at the beginning of COVID because I was like, you know what? I kind of planned it out. I was like, girls are home alone, lonely. At least they might just talk to me.
Yeah.
And then I could rebuild my strength. So, because I thought COVID would last till summer at the most, which was, 6 months or so.
About 6 months, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like...
8 months now.
Because I was thinking money-wise, some of these billionaires are like, you know what, we're just going to dump money, because if we dump it now, then we won't lose it later. I thought it would just be forced vaccines,
Yeah.
So I was like, let me build up my swag back. So I talked to anybody who was willing to listen.
Okay.
Yeah. I hit it strong, but then I got hit hard. Like, we could go into that later if y'all want to, but like this particular girl who was the one who got away from high school, played me, abused me, mentally just ravaged everything in here.
Oh, fuck.
And then immediately after that, someone who I thought was a friend who tried to pick me up and all that made me commit like a personal sin, if you know what I mean by that. Like every person has these set of things where like I'll never do.
Okay.
She made me break one of those things, which I haven't told anybody except the person that involved.
I mean, you don't have to tell us.
Yeah, of course.
Not that, but I'll tell like the girl whatever stuff, like the one who like fucked me up.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of toxic people to look out for.
Yeah, so it was mainly she, for no lack of a better word, she used me emotionally, and I've never had that happen before.
Were you fulfilled though? Even I know she might have used you, but get this: there was a girl I was talking to. I'll explain who it is after, and you'll know. Okay. And with her, I told her like, hey, I broke up with my ex. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you're keeping me company, and that's all I need right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to do my own thing.
You're literally the rebound girl.
I think so, yeah. And
like, not to be corny, but that's what you are.
I mean, because everyone has he had a different definition of rebound, I believe.
I feel my definition of rebound is like quick instead of like.
I mean, it's pretty quick.
I think the thing is like I feel it. There could be an emotional rebound, or a physical rebound, which is maybe what you're leaning towards. Yeah. It sounds like he was just like, you know what? There's so much shit going on. I just need you to like.
Yeah.
Just keep me.
So here's the thing. 7 to 8 years of being with 7.5 years of being with someone. Emotionally, I had support. So like I'd have a bad day, we talk about it. I have a good day, then I listen to their bad day, or vice versa, or we both have, whatever fucking shit happens. We planned our lives. We did everything. I lost that, and essentially the way I also saw that was I lost someone, like someone passed away. Now, I know that's a very shitty comparison, but that's actually almost exactly like how it feels. So when I replace it with a different person in the meantime, I'm like, well, let me focus on my own shit. Let me work on this podcast. Let me work on photography. This girl just filled a small void and just kind of like, here's a small puzzle piece, essentially be a 50 piece puzzle, and it worked out. It helped out a lot. And so
she helped you stabilize again.
I wouldn't even say stabilize. It's more so like keeping me mental, keeping me feel like I'm still good. Yeah. Stabilize. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Or like you're not completely broken or something.
Correct. Like yeah. So it made me feel like I still had a relationship with that said person.
Yeah.
The ex, but at the same time also, no, you don't really have it. But at the same time, I have all this freedom.
If you only knew how closely I went through the exact same thing as you. Like, we could talk about it, but I literally dated my high school sweetheart for roughly about the same time as you, to the point where we're living in boyfriend and girlfriend.
Was this before you moved out here? Or?
Yeah, this was low-key what caused me to move out here.
That's fine. You moved, what, an hour away? I mean, Fremont's about an hour and a half.
Well, Hayward, I lived in San Lorenzo at the time, which is like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm actually from there, too.
I lived right behind Arroyo High School.
Oh, okay.
Off of Washington Ave.
Yeah. I lived near Hesperian Elementary.
Okay, so again,
I graduated from Tennyson.
We both moved away as soon as after our breakup, and you went through the same shit, and it feels shitty. Like
I feel like not only does you feel like someone died, but then also a part of you died. Like, we don't have to talk about how yours ended, but the way mine ended, it was very like there was no denying, because I'm the one who broke it off, and I had to because of what she did.
Okay.
But it doesn't take away, like, I literally felt like she died, and I had to low-key treat it like that in order to start the healing process,
Correct.
And then part of me was gone, because keep in mind, all through high school I dated her, and then past that. Like, when I graduated and walked the stage, she was the first person I went to. And the main reason why I connected this person is because, like I mentioned earlier, I was raised by my grandma. My grandma passed away 2 weeks before I walked the stage.
Oh, fuck.
And all she ever wanted was for me to walk the stage. So I confide, and then that was when our relationship went to the next level because I confided in her, right when I needed someone the most. And then like a year or two later, she was gone. So the person who I always had a connection with, especially during that time I'm never going to forget, I had to pretend she was dead.
Yeah, oh fuck, that kind of hits close to me. Again, I'm not gonna go into detail.
Yeah, you don't have
but
to. I'm
gonna go into what I felt when I moved in here, and I was telling my roommate what I felt like today specifically. I'm like, I woke up, I thought about my ex, and I thought about it like, damn, like I looked around and I'm like, I'm slowly starting to build up. I'm feeling better. Things are going my way. I have everything going for me. Everything's the same, and anything that's for me. And I'm like, I feel like shit because just yesterday she messaged me saying to stop messaging her family. You got to understand too, I was a part of her family for 8 years. That's 1/4
That's
of
like
my
your
life.
family too.
It became my family, and if not closer, because they treated me better than my actual family. I got to know everyone. I got to become a better person, and like her brother, the youngest one, I known him since birth, right? And in my heart, I'm like, they're family, And she's telling me like, don't ever talk to them again. They have nothing to do with you. Our relationship is over. It's like no, fuck you, dude. Our relationship is over, not mine and your mom's. Like when I look back and like I'm successful and everything's going right, I'm gonna go and thank her because if it wasn't for her, she was a great role model. She did so many great things for me. Like I wouldn't be
here. And I commend you because in my situation, I went the total opposite toxic route. I called her every name in the book.
Okay.
The ex, right?
Yeah, the ex.
Not the family. Okay. I was like, oh shit.
The thing, it was the opposite. She literally came to my family, so it was a little bit different than your situation.
So the roles reversed.
Yeah. It's essentially reversed.
I just wanted to mention, I commend you on how you handle it. I don't know what happens behind closed doors, but like where I see you post and stuff, I commend you a lot because you've had several times where you could just attack her. And I don't know how it happened or whatever.
And she's still attacking me though. Like none of the conversations
just keep being you.
Yeah.
Like, because the way when I broke up that 10 or so year relationship, I forgot who I was by myself.
Yep.
Because it was always you saw me, you saw her.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not saying you're doing the same. Maybe that's what you're trying to figure out.
And maybe she can relate to you in a sense. I'm not here to fucking get angry at you for breaking. I know whatever happened between you two, it was meant to happen. You're obviously here, but the same feelings of hey, I feel like she died, and then I also feel like I lost myself. That's how I feel right now. It's like, did I pass away and then just start over?
It's only been like 6 months or so, right? Or has it been a year?
It's been November, late
Yeah,
November.
so you're still
4 months.
You went from dating. You said like 8 years. You can't erase 8 years in 4 or 6 months.
Again, 1/4 of my life.
Yeah. So it's going to take some time, and I'll commit you're doing well.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I said...
I mean, you've had friends that have broken up with their exes or whatever.
Yeah. And you got boys like Darryl here.
Yeah, so Darryl just actually... He went through the same shit. He broke up with his ex as well, and I would say around the same time, right?
See, my thing...
She broke up with me in December, yeah.
Yeah, so
I had like a distraction, which unfortunately you don't really have, but you have like your work and stuff. I moved not too long after, so I didn't have time to just, like focus on me. I just kind of, that's why I did the whole gain weight thing at the beginning because I was like, I'm never gonna hurt again, so I'm not gonna make them not look at me ever again. You know. That was my defense mechanism.
Yeah, we're creating. Well, shit, we're creating like distractions essentially.
Yeah.
When he broke up, he, from what I've known, is he was just kind of in his shell, just at home, kind of wallowing in your own sadness, which is not good. And
it
is good to an extent. You know what I mean?
It's not good when it becomes too long or it's all you do.
Yeah.
I think. Because what is that corny thing that they say? There's like 7 steps or. Like forgiveness or whatever. Or healing.
Is it when you die?
7. It's like the 5 stages of grief, right?
Yeah.
That's how I use it.
It's depression. depression.
There's like anger.
Where's anger lie?
I think that's like early. It's like second or third.
I'm feeling it the opposite way, I think.
See, when mine happened, because of just so I don't have to keep saying like around the bush, she cheated on me. Okay. So I was mad, and after I got mad, I fucked anything who would talk to me.
Shit.
I went super, because I was like, she was the only one throughout all high school. Mm-hmm. I lost my virginity to her. Sure. Everything.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you. And low-key, I was an asshole. I would accidentally send her pictures. And I was petty.
Oh.
Shit.
I was a dick. I was a bully, whatever you want to call it. But it was just, I was mad.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I found out I was cheated on by her friend who told me.
Sorry.
No, not by her friend. Her friend told me recently, and it's just like,
fuck.
Are you fucking kidding? Like, but this
now
is
we're
like,
connecting in all the bad ways.
But here's the thing, though. It's like the fact that she told me, or the fact that I know this now versus in the beginning, helps the healing process way better, because I'm like, I was mad for like a day, and obviously when I bring it up, I'm a little upset. Like now, I'm upset. Like,
my bad. I didn't mean to.
No, don't worry. But it's also like, it's good, you know. It's like at the same time, I am blaming my depression for ruining the relationship, which it was a part of it. But at the same time, just because she checked out doesn't mean that, hey, I'm not a human too. Like, tell me, at least give me, like, she never gave me an ultimatum like, hey, literally fix your shit or we're done. It was just like, we're done. And I'm like,
some people are afraid to do that because they force you to do things. They don't want to give you an option, because I haven't known you forever, but I feel like if she would have said the ultimatum like you asked for, you probably would have did it. I'm assuming
I would have,
and maybe she didn't want that subconsciously. You never know.
Yeah, but here's another thing. I was telling my roommate, and I point that direction so I don't give out names.
Dude, I said twice.
Anyways, I woke up today and I thought about it. I thought of everything, and I'm like, I was just kind of like, damn, like everything's gone. Like they're essentially there, like, but I said to myself, I'm not going to go back there and get this. My dog is with her as well. So that hella sucks.
Yeah, but you got to pay child support for your dog.
I don't, she's not asking for it, but can I send her money? Fuck her.
The fact that you even feel that way shows like you're a good guy, man. Yeah. So, most guys, like, asshole version of me would be like, fuck that dog, fuck her, fuck everything.
Yeah.
The fact that you're still like, I feel responsible.
I feel responsible to, like, at least become a person that I wanted to be while I was there, and show them that, look, all this hard work, essentially what it felt like was, hey, are you going to give up everything in your life to become this successful person you want to be? And I said to myself, yes. And, everything changed. I woke up and I'm like, I'm here. I guess I got to get to work, got to figure shit out.
Got to keep moving.
Before the breakup, I did post something on Facebook. Now, people, when you see my posts, sometimes people are like, "Oh, this, Pablo's fucking joking around or something."
I think I hit you up, probably. I usually hit people up in the DMs.
And I saved it. I said, "I just got some good news, or I just got some news that will change my life, change the rest of my life." I just left it at that. And some people ask, like, hey, what's up? And some people
I DM'd you.
Some people, we can check, but it might be my old Facebook, which I deleted, but I did save the picture. And 2 weeks later, that happens, and I'm just like, holy shit!
Did you know already, or?
You get a feeling though, like your life's gonna change, and I think this right now is like the start of something bigger. And I keep telling him, like, he got a job recently, working in photography. Might be a startup for now. But
I saw that. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's fucking awesome. And, like, I want to push people to, like, just become who they want to be.
And that's a good thing. When you surround yourself with friends who are excelling, it makes you want to.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, your boy Darryl with a job. Now you want to, like, not, like, outdo him, but you want to, like, match him at least. You know what I mean?
Well, what I told him, too, is, like, should this podcast become bigger? Should I become something else that I don't want to be, that's, not necessarily podcasting? I'm bringing you with me, no matter what it is. Like say this is just a pure example. Say I become, and I give this example, I become a music artist, right? Mm-hmm. And he's into photography. I'm like, you're my photographer. Mm-hmm. Now you find people, kind of like what we did. And it's like, let's build something big, And I do have a vision that I talked to him about, and it's like where I want to get like all the creative people and just build something big.
It's like Drake, who he only used 40 for like the longest time.
Yeah. Oh,
who was like his best friend. He would only be produced by 40. Okay. I mean, once he blew up, he kind of, he kind of like
ventured out.
Ventured out. But for all the people who say he's good Drake, it was all 40.
40 Drake.
So I mean, like I said, it's I have a vision, and it's gonna be big. Do you personally have like a dream?
I've had several dreams that have gone and forgotten. I never looked. I was always the kid who was always overachieving.
Okay.
But then the way I had a tough childhood emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I was always, my grandma, who I always lived with, got sick early. Mm-hmm. So at a very young age, I was always taking care of people. Like even right now, like I told you, I take care of my grandpa and my mom. So for the longest time, I haven't been able to have a life because I was taking care of someone else's, where physically, if I didn't do something, their life is at jeopardy. Mm-hmm. So I take care of my grandpa 24/7, and then I take care of my mom too. So it's like I'm always having to take care of somebody, and then at some point I gotta find time for me.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I want to make sure all my friends move forward. So when the time comes, I do have an idea for you, and
hey, I told you I'll be right. I know we talked about because you told me. I think it was right on the first episode. I was like, yeah, I don't want a handout. Let's go. Let me. I said we'll look it up.
Yeah.
But I said something like, let me earn it. Don't give it to me or something like that. Mm-hmm. Give me an opportunity and then I'll make the most of it. Don't just say, here's $1 million.
Yeah. I mean, with the $1 million though, if I trust you enough to create an idea, start a business, obviously that's also good. But I get what you're saying, and it's just gonna take time. I'm just very
prideful, and that's probably the Hispanic part of me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I thought you're not Hispanic, or is
or what is Puerto Rican? Latino? No, Hispanic? I don't know.
It's some sort of Hispanic.
Yeah, I mean,
I never really figured out what I fall into.
Puerto Rican.
I don't know if I think I'm Latino, but then I was like, what's the difference between Hispanic and Latino?
Yeah. Oh, damn, you got the hard one then. Have you been to Hawaii though, or?
I've been to Hawaii several times. I haven't been since I was a kid. But when I was a kid, because my grandma was the one we would go, because our family's out there. She moved from Hawaii.
Oh, damn. What island?
Honolulu. They were because Hawaii used to be so small, where everyone knew each other. Uh-huh. So she's Santiago. So back in the day when you would say that, that's her last name, we would say that, oh, I know the kind. Yeah. That's how they talk out there, the kind, cuz. Yeah. So, I forgot where I was going with that. What were we talking? I literally lost my train of thought, but yeah.
Wait, what are you looking up, Darryl?
Are Puerto Ricans Hispanic? Yes, essentially.
That's it, essentially.
Essentially because it's Spanish-speaking cultures.
Yeah, because you know how there's Latino and then there's Hispanic. I didn't know if there was a difference or there is something. Yeah,
it gets tricky.
So Latin American is gonna be the Central America and
including
South.
Mexico, or
yes,
okay.
But then they're Hispanic.
Yeah, see, it gets tricky because
they're just throwing in there.
I know people ask me what are you? You know, what I mean,
I just say I'm Islander.
Yeah, I don't like that's a good one, but I don't like saying I'm Mexican. That just sounds like I'm literally from there. Yeah. And I'm like, no, people should just guess, I'm just born here,
Yeah, you just don't want the stereotype that
right now, especially during these times. Now, I just don't want to be stereotyped. And then also, I do get occasionally hey, are you Polynesian? Not Polynesian, Samoan.
That's Polynesian.
And then, are they? Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's a...
Samoans are called more Polynesian than actually, quote unquote Polynesian.
Because I know there's Samoans, Polynesians, there's other islands.
Yeah, there's
Romanians, Fijians.
Why am I blanking on the one that everyone always calls Samoan, but they're the type that get mad when they get called Samoan.
I know what you're talking about.
What is it called?
Does it start with a T?
Tongan.
Tongan,
yeah. Tongan, yeah.
They hate when you call them Samoan.
Yeah. I've known a few that are pretty crazy. But then I also I used to get confused with Indian because during the summer I get really dark.
I get called Middle Eastern all the time, and I think it's because I have thick ass eyebrows. Because I didn't start growing.
And you're white too, like.
I didn't start growing my beard till Modesto.
Okay.
So when I worked at Walmart, I would literally have people walk up to me and start speaking. Is it Arabic? Is that the language?
It could be any of the languages.
It's like, they started speaking I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Whatever language.
Yeah, just
they would speak it to me like several times. I'm like, huh.
You're like, oh, this guy's dumb.
Because I think it's the eyebrows, and then like you ever see me without my glasses, I have sunken in eyes.
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, like a lot of people, like my brother too, would get mistaken for being Middle Eastern like all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also do my when I grow my beard out, it just looks all like, you know what I mean, like Arabian. That a lot of people think like, oh, you know, you go to so and so. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. But yeah, I'm Mexican.
I'm Filipino American. That's what I say.
Filipino American. What do you like if someone asks you?
Most of the time I just say Puerto Rican Hawaiian, but I'm also Portuguese, so sorry for my family members who I disrespect.
If anything, you can say you're a mutt.
No, that's worse.
I say I'm an islander because Puerto Rico, Hawaii.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Going back to the actual question, do you have a crush?
Oh wow! I forgot what the fuck the question was.
We just went off about our exes and like our.
We went to damn.
That was about 20 minutes ago.
Shit. Yeah. Have fun editing that. If you edit.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm definitely not. No, we're keeping
2 hour long.
Yeah, but.
Long story short, I think I brought it up because I hit COVID really hard. Like I was asking everybody out, and after that little like heartbreak, I just haven't really tried. Or I have tried, it's just not the same success rate. So I'm at the point where like I want to date, but like I'm still kind of scarred from, because like I said, it was the girl that got away, and then right after that, the girl who I thought was gonna help pick me back up, but then she picked me back up just to break me down again.
God damn.
So and this was all within a day. So girl broke my heart, shattered me, everything. Same day, I tell that girl in confidence, and she's like, "Oh, you're better." It seems like chunky dudes get this speech a lot. You deserve better. You're perfect. Blah, blah, blah. Chunky guys are hot. She told me all this shit.
Oh, damn.
All the things you want to hear, and I'm broken at this time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to go on another tangent, but basically, since I got double hurt, I was like, fuck girls.
Yeah.
Fuck them all. I'll just jerk off and then play video games. I'm not trying to wine and dine and fucking...
So no crush right now. No crush
at all.
Darryl, do you have a crush? It has to be a girl that's single though. I'll bring it up here in a second.
As of right now, no.
Or anyone.
Damn, he just broke a lot of hearts.
Because I'm not talking to anyone, or like, you
don't have to talk to them.
I have that one dream that we talked about like the other day, and that's like online crush.
Yeah.
But she's like a TikToker.
Yeah. See,
you know?
Yeah. See, you're starting to get more out there.
I want to date. It's just like like I said, I'm the talker. No one's swiping on this body picture on Tinder. Like that's not getting me in the door. So I haven't looked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a crush on someone. I don't know if the feelings are actually there. That's the thing.
That's fine. That's what I want. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who you're talking about now, actually, but.
I told you yesterday.
Oh,
I'm not gonna tell you on podcast.
No. That's fine. If you don't have, I don't want to say the girl's name that I have a crush on.
Do I know about it?
I've talked to you about her.
Does she have a fan?
Oh, no, I know.
Okay, he knows.
Yeah,
he knows.
Does she have a fans only?
No. Okay. I tried talking to her, but she's just either one of two things: busy,
or not interested.
Not interested. Oh, actually, there's more things we can throw in. She could be dating and doesn't post her boyfriend, husband.
Yeah.
And when I say boyfriend, husband, because
who knows?
If she does, who knows,
Yeah. You might be the side piece.
But no, I'm not even the side piece. It's just like I tried talking to her, nothing. Like the one girl that I am actually interested in.
Yeah.
But hey, if she doesn't like me, that's fine.
At least you're doing what I'm not. You're still looking.
She's liking my pictures though.
That's good.
That's a start.
Is she liking every picture?
Yeah. Not
Because that's the patented.
not the recent one.
That's
I
the
haven't heard
patented
you
I
talk
like
about
you.
her in a while, though. That's the thing.
I don't bring her up because I'm like, I'm not even trying with her.
Okay.
And it's more so like, I'm just going to give it time, work
Sure.
on myself. Maybe she sees like, oh, this guy's doing fucking killing it, you know?
Has she been like watching your stories lately?
Occasion. I don't think she gets on.
Did she watch Hollywood?
Hollywood? No, but I took it down because I was like, this
fuck?
makes me look
Code
bad.
word?
We went to Hollywood.
I know that. I didn't know.
We
You say
got-
Hollywood like there was a code for a certain scenario.
Hollywood 946 Panda.
Panda.
No, that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
We just went to Hollywood. On my story, I posted like it's just everything going on. I got shit faced. I don't normally drink. I had
You were talking about some crazy shot numbers in that.
yeah,
last
like
pod.
14 to 16.
You said 15 on the pod. No, 16 on the pod.
I was like, what
plus
the
4
fuck?
beers, dude. That's
Because I'm picturing you like you're not big at all. Like you're kind of chunky, but you're not like me.
I'm a
right?
thick boy.
Yeah, but so you would think, okay, let's say Darryl's like 4, a little bit thicker, maybe 6 or 8, and then you say 16. I'm literally listening to this podcast. I pause it. I'm like, bullshit.
No, this is not like
I drank
was
him under the
texting a
table.
person throughout the night.
Yeah, he was.
I was doing double shots. Here's the thing, though. I do remember getting a cup of water, and when I went to sleep, I got up like in the middle of the night. I had like a little sip on there. I'm like so fucked up that I couldn't get more water, and so I just said I'm gonna die tomorrow. Like how you feel like your body's like out of water. That's what it felt like. The
You're
following
like, if I
morning,
don't get this drink, I'm dead.
But the morning after, I was between vomiting and not vomiting, and I was just like, Darryl, we're staying here as long as we can, and as soon as I feel okay, we'll leave. Drove from LA to here, basically just I would say, what is it called, hangover.
Yeah,
With the hangover, didn't throw up once. My head hurt like a bitch, but I got better over the day.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I'm a lightweight. I'm still gonna say it.
You want to know
I'm
something
very
funny?
impressed because I knocked the fuck out on our way home.
Yeah.
I've never been drunk before.
Really?
Whoa.
Never.
You
Even
had
the patented 21st birthday,
That's good.
I tried to get drunk. Had a whole bottle of Smirnoff vodka, like the actual
the bottle.
vodka,
Yeah.
to myself.
Sure.
Oh shit.
At 21.
Uh-huh.
Before that, never really drank.
Oh.
Everyone drinking like 18, whatever, but never really
Yeah.
drank. It was never my thing.
Mhm.
So I've
I
had
get it.
family members who would, abuse it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not doing that. But I tried. I was like, I'm 21. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I got buzzed. That's it.
Damn.
And it didn't even because we went to a hookah lounge out in like Pleasanton or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like it was a huge hookah lounge, one of those fancy ones.
Yeah.
But like I didn't get drunk. So since then, I don't really drink.
Do you smoke?
I used to smoke all the time.
Okay.
Then I had a bad experience, and now I don't anymore.
Oh.
Oh, did someone lace it or something? Or
I am convinced, even though my mom says no, that I'm just a little whiny bitch, and I just couldn't handle it. But small backstory: I've been around weed my whole life.
yeah.
Sure.
So when I was a kid, I would walk into my living room and go, and there would just be ever hot box the living room. That's what my grandparents used to do. There'd be like a fog haze, or just all weed smoke.
You're like
just
hiding
like-
underneath.
And then I
Just
thought to
swimming
myself,
through.
now it makes sense why at 2 a.m. in the morning I
Uh-huh.
would eat raw cookie dough. Because I was fucking having the munchies.
Oh, okay. That
Damn.
makes sense.
And then I realized that at like 18, I was like, Grandpa, you're the reason why I'm fat.
Oh.
You gave me the munchies all the time.
He's like, nah.
You're probably making my breakfast with a joint in your mouth or something. But yeah, so I've never gotten drunk before we go on another tinge.
Yeah.
Never.
I'm more of an occasional like for drinking, and like this is the first time I've gone shit. It's mainly because I'm like I just want to get. I'm like let's just get this over with. Like let's
Like,
numb
fuck
this
it, what
pain.
am I going to lose type
Yeah.
shit.
And I always say I'm done drinking. I'm never doing this again.
We all feel that way afterwards.
Yeah.
See, I'm scared, because you know how there's types of drunks, right?
Yeah.
And you always hear the worst ones and shit.
Uh-huh.
So that's part of the reason why I've never gotten drunk, because I'm scared of, I don't know what type of drunk
You
I
don't
am.
want to know?
I could be that guy who's like pulling a Trump and trying to,
Yeah.
Oh,
grab
okay.
a girl,
Okay,
know?
I
Like,
got you.
I could be that, I'm already an asshole, so maybe that small filter I have
Uh-huh.
is gone. Or all those small secrets I hold,
Yeah.
maybe all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, I wanted to fuck your girlfriend. I'm afraid.
Yeah, you're scared. You're okay. So, my friend's girlfriend. It was my friend's birthday party, right?
Yeah.
His girlfriend. She's cool. She looked, she was somewhat shy, but not too shy.
Yeah.
She also got incredibly hammered, and I went up to a sober person at the party and I said, "Dude, I love your hair. It's fucking sick."
We just talked about his hair.
And then she comes up. She's like, "What'd you fucking say?" And she starts arguing with me about something else.
No, she argued about his hair.
Oh, was it the hair?
Yeah, I remember that moment because I was sobering up at that moment.
And we all kind of had this face like, "Oh, she's that kind of drunk," like that, like,
Yeah.
"Oh no."
Like, I love her. She's an amazing person, but she just hit that switch already.
I was scared. I'm like the fact that I'm drunk as fuck and borderline almost about to black out, and I could feel like the tension, and I'm like,
I'm not that drunk.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm joking here, like
The fact that she sobered you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, time to call it.
Yeah, it was scary though. And then she tried to fight you or no?
Well, she was yelling so she yelled at me first.
Oh, she did? Okay.
She yelled at me about his hair. And then she came over to the conversation and then started yelling at you.
Yeah, dude.
And then after yelling at you, she got back and like partied.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Well, I think because when I used to smoke, I'm talking about like whole blunts to the face. Like, I was that kind of, because it used to help me sleep and all that. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm from the Bay. Like, who doesn't smoke, to be honest?
Yeah.
So I was just the happy, the giggly. So I'm thinking, maybe that's what kind of drunk I am. Mm-hmm. But that's two different things. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I could be violent. Who knows?
Yeah. With pot, though, I'm always different. Like,
I'm so chill.
There's different strains, though, and
I get headaches.
Yeah, some people get headaches. Some
like,
people get more
remember that
anxiety.
old commercial? Maybe because I'm a little bit older than you guys. Remember that This Is Your Brain on Drugs commercial?
Oh, the one where they're melting?
That's physically me when I'm like,
You're just melting into the couch.
But I'm super giggly.
Yeah. Well, when I first kind of found out I had depression and anxiety, and I didn't want to take medications, which I don't recommend medications. That's my opinion, and I strongly am for that. However, it's my opinion. But anyways, going back to it, I start off by I want to do something with THC in it, right?
Yeah.
My first thought was I'm gonna get edibles and they're gonna make me feel great and I'm gonna be able to function like all these people that talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So I went and bought edibles. I bought a little piece, had it, and I'm playing video games. My ex at the time didn't come home, and I'm like, man, this shit sucks. So I went and got more, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I'm tired. So I went to sleep. Then I woke up, and then, she comes home, and she's like, hey, we're going to go so-and-so, and I'm like, okay, I'll be right there. And I get up from my seat 5 different times. It's all repeat in my head. It's how many times did I just get up? And I'm like then I went to go put my
dippy bird that just keeps hitting.
Yeah, and everything it felt like the movies too. I moved my hand and it moved I followed with the trail next to it.
So it was motion blur.
Yeah, motion blur. It wasn't blur like that. It was more multiple hands.
Yeah.
So I guess motion blur. And
So you fucked up. You never do edibles first. Never.
Well, my first experience with pot alone, I guess, and
yeah, you never do edibles first because edibles, even though they're better regulated, like the milligrams and all that, you don't know how that's gonna hit you.
Yeah,
5 milligrams can hit Darryl one way, but then it hits you completely different. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I liked it though because it made me feel giggly and just outgoing, and that's a good feeling, But every time with pot is always different, Sometimes
I love weed. It sounds so stupid of me to say.
No, that's fine.
But I was so relaxed when I used to smoke.
Okay.
And I felt like it's stupid, but I felt like myself,
Mm-hmm.
But it was easier to be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I can't because now every time I smoke, I get paranoid because of that one time I literally cried for my mommy. I was like, Mom, come over. Literally cradle me. Because I got so paranoid. I was like, I thought I could tell the future. I was like, oh my God. And it was telling the future over dumb shit. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to breathe. And then I breathed and I thought I told the future.
And don't you hate when you I don't know if this has happened to you, because sometimes I'm I'll sleep it off. And so you go to sleep and you're so concentrated on the breathing in, breathing out. You're like, I can't sleep. I'm too concentrated on this.
I do that without being high now.
Oh, shit.
You know what used to put me to sleep all the time? There's two things. I used to think about Pokemon, and I'd play a whole game in my head. This was when I was trying to be, like, qualified for Worlds. I'd play a whole game in my head and fall asleep.
Oh, you like fascinate over winning, or?
No, like, I would just physically play a game in my head, and then, like, the turns and everything, and fall asleep.
What were you playing, Control?
No, it's just, I don't know, just doing that many... Imagine playing a whole game in your head. You just mentally tire yourself out and go to sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
Then there's just certain worlds, or states, I think it was, where it was the most boring finals of all time. It was Stall versus Stall. It was Seismitoad, Control versus Whale Lord.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. So they're just
literally,
not
I think
losing.
they played one game, and with the finals, you get an hour, almost 2 hours. I'm pretty sure they played one game.
I'm going to have to look this up. It looks...
Whale Lord versus Seismitoad. I think it was like the last nationals.
How do you even commentate that? Like, you know what's going to happen. You're just
like
waiting
Crushing
for
Hammer. Oh, wait, he doesn't play energies. It's Whale Lord. And this is back when people were hitting for like 100, and Whale Lord's HP is like 300 and something.
Damn.
He was the first tag team. He's...
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, like he was...
Yeah, it was just insane.
But yeah, so that's what I used to help me go to sleep, that small tangent.
Yeah, I have trouble right now sleeping. You know, I could smoke pot, I could take melatonin, and it doesn't work.
I'm scared to take melatonin.
Why is that? Is it just...
Because, like, isn't that what Michael Jackson died on? Like a form of that? He took too much of it or something?
Did he? I thought he
Or
got
he got injected by some form of sleep aid, I'm pretty sure.
I'll look
scary.
it up right
Well,
now.
I do know that you have to sleep for sure 8 hours.
And I have anxiety too, so like I don't know if there's different types of anxiety, but I like to tell myself there is.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like the overthinker type, to where like I take a melatonin and then I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, this is the one. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna wake up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden this anxiety comes up when all I was trying to do is sleep.
Yeah, I do something similar to that, but I think of like, I mean, the same thing. I'm like, am I going to die? Not necessarily from just in general, just like, oh, fuck, am I going to die? I'm like, do I have to write a note out for someone?
I overthink everything and it causes my anxiety.
Yeah.
I hate it.
What do you think about that, though? It's like, if you died, did you leave anything cool behind?
No, it's not. It's just like I
weird?
overthink the smallest little things and it triggers my anxiety.
For sure. Are you diagnosed with anything?
It's more of a self-diagnosis, but I'm like 90% sure it's anxiety.
I do feel a lot of people have, you know...
Because mine was caused very quickly, because I'm King Tangent over here.
You're fine.
A situation with my mom happened to where it caused that anxiety. So literally, for example, I can't call my mom right now because if she doesn't answer in, let's say, a certain amount of calls, all of a sudden, like, I'm like, okay, she's dead. She can't answer, blah, 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 blah.
Gotcha.
So I have to text her.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because in my brain, oh, she doesn't answer right away.
Oh, she's busy, versus like, oh, she's not answering.
So little stuff like that, like, especially during COVID, if I cough one time, oh, fuck, I got the vid.
Yeah.
So that's how my overthinking goes. But what, was it melatonin?
No, it's some form of, like, Valium.
Oh, I thought, so it wasn't a sleep aid.
I mean, it is. Valium is...
Oh, yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
I took that one time.
I only know Valium because of Eminem speaking about it.
I got it with my surgery when I died.
But, yeah, he died of cataract arrest.
So. What, you died?
Yeah,
I said I died. No, I said I died.
Yeah, so he died.
I look at him like, hey, you can't just zoom past. You know that TikTok? Or like, hey, you can't just go past that. Like, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I technically died on the table. I got brought back to life.
Oh, fuck.
I saw, like, that afterlife and whatever.
When was this?
2011.
Okay, so 10 years ago.
What month?
I don't know.
So
I just know it's 2011.
Well,
I feel like
what happened in my life during that time?
I feel like October. Because
Okay.
I think it was right. I just remember it was before the fall season, so it might have been before that. Because I tried to go back to school, but it was too early. Because my spleen ruptured and I died.
Oh, fuck.
So just to put in perspective, I lost so much blood internally. Your body holds like 7 or 8 bags of blood.
Okay.
I didn't know
like
that.
They donate you. There's
Doesn't
a certain
seem like
amount.
a lot, yeah.
I might be wrong on the number, but whatever the number is, I needed 1 less of max.
Dang.
So like if it's 8, I needed 7. That's how much blood I lost. And keep in mind, I walked in there. So
Yeah.
So
That's
after
crazy.
that, yeah.
What was that experience like though? Like the
When I died?
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks you're gonna see God or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm only gonna. I know what I saw. So when I died, I didn't know I was dead. Obviously, I just probably thought I was dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going up,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw this like light shining down. Didn't see God or whoever. I saw my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get this tatted on me at one point, but I'm sure you've seen it because, like we said, we're Hispanic, apparently confirmed. When they depict,
Sorry, that's funny.
when they depict angels,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really detail their body too much. It's mainly
Like it's more
robe.
like I picture like the bottom being like
Well, they have
floaty.
like the robe, and you see their hands, and just picture that like robe that you always see, and it's like droopy around the arm and all that.
Yeah.
And in their hands. So I saw her like that, and I was going up.
Did you see her younger or only like from what you remember?
From like what I remembered her.
Okay.
So I was going up like this, like literally looking up, like you'll see in the cartoons and all that stuff.
So you're like levitating?
Yeah, like up.
Okay.
Into like just this bright light is all I see.
Yeah.
Shining down. She doesn't say anything, doesn't do, and the only thing she does is looks at me, shakes her head no, and then pushes me back down.
Damn. That's deep.
And I didn't tell anyone for the longest time because I was like, because after they told me I had seizures and all that, I was like, oh, you're just hallucinating. But I was like, that had to have been
something.
Yeah, and I've been given this second chance. And I haven't made shit of it, which kind of sucks, but...
Wow.
I mean, it could be today.
I feel like that's not an experience a lot of people have had.
Yeah.
I've told very few people, and I just told the whole podcast.
I mean,
Like, I don't care. It's an experience now.
yeah.
Well, like,
and I could. The reason why I want to text you, I could literally, if I had an artist, I can describe it in vivid detail to where they can draw exactly how I saw it.
I picture it. It's funny how you explain it. I don't read books. I don't fucking read books.
Last book I read was Harry Potter.
A tiny confession. I don't even I watch the movies. I told this girl I liked them. Like, yeah, it's a good book, and no, I just watched the movie.
Let me smash.
Yeah, yeah. And then, New Moon, New Break, or whatever. The
Twilight.
Twilight. Yeah, I watched the movie. I didn't read her fucking book. She gave me.
TiVo.
Yeah.
Damn. Edward Chicken.
But anyways, the way you describe it, I have a picture in my head now. And it's gonna live there for a while.
The main thing was she had that little robe that they always have, and all I saw was her hand. I didn't see her feet, her body.
Did she push you down with the palm, on the forehead? And you're like, the
like, shook her head no, and pushed me down.
Damn.
Now that I think about it, I don't even think she ever touched me.
Was it more of this kind of glow, or
like
different?
I was going up diagonally into the light, right?
Okay, now
and then I'm looking up directly like this, and she kind of just.
She just force pushed you back.
Yeah.
Just like how?
Like she like Luke Skywalker's my ass.
Damn.
Shook her head no. I really wish she would have talked to me because
at least say something like.
Because I was a grandma's boy, literally.
Yeah.
So and yeah.
Yeah, your purpose is something here. So.
I could talk about that for a long. There was a lot of crazy shit that happened when I died. Most terrifying moments I've ever had was because I kept having seizures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you ever had a seizure before.
Question about the seizures.
Yeah.
Two things. Do you still have them now?
No. They said I only had them because I was so low on blood that my body was just shutting. Well, the way they explained it is it was shutting down things it didn't need to stay alive. So I didn't need to be conscious to be alive. So it was just keeping the bare minimum alive just to, not die.
Yeah.
So one moment I physically remember is I guess I had just had a seizure.
Mm-hmm.
And then my people, like my family was around me, like I was dying. I was like, oh shit. And I'm trying to make them feel like I'm not going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another one.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wake up naked. You know how scary it is to go from, whole family in front of you, fully clothed, what you walked in with, to butt ass naked.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I know we're laughing.
Well, you have a sheet and everything,
I know,
but like, just the defenselessness I felt.
Yeah.
What I'm actually picturing. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
You know how he fakes going into the store naked, in like the first season. He goes in there to make it seem like he lost his mind.
I vaguely remember. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I vaguely remember.
That's what I pictured, but
obviously yours didn't have the gown on. It was just a blanket over me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was in the bed or whatever. But it was just, I just remember that being so terrifying.
Yeah.
Because I just felt vulnerable. It was like a turtle without its shell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the first thing I say is, what happened to my favorite underwear? And I was like, oh, we had to cut it off you.
Damn.
Poor
So you don't have that anymore, the underwear? Or?
Nah.
Damn.
They were Ninja Turtle, too, as such.
Yeah, I mean, my only experience was when I broke my arm in high school. And, like, I would black out and then, like, wake up in, like, kind of a different angle, different position. And I'm just like, what the fuck did I do? And, like, then I'm in the ambulance, and then I'm seeing people that I know, and then I, like, close my eyes for a second, open them, and I'm, like, down the street, and it's just, like, it's not as traumatic as that.
Yeah.
Because you're, like...
I died.
You're moving from fucking place to place, and, like...
Yeah, and the weird part is, you know how in the movies they'll say they hate the ceiling? Because that's what you see when you're, like, going into surgery or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do hate this. Like, because there's that certain hospital ceiling.
Yeah.
Because they put me into that MRI thing.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I remember before surgery. I don't remember the countdown to any of that.
Damn.
So apparently I had a seizure inside of the fucking MRI thing, and I didn't wake up till after surgery.
Damn, that's scary.
Yeah. So I'm literally living up to the name. Like, if you follow the Bible even a little bit, apparently Michael, because I've never read it. Like, don't hate me.
No, you're fine.
Apparently Michael.
You're quoting it.
The
more
name
than we are.
is like an archangel or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And he's like one of the highest. Was it angels or whatever? He's like God's right hand man or whatever.
And do you know what he does in particular?
No, not a clue.
Well, I would find.
I just know he's like that's like his dude.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I bring it up, I'm like apparently I'm like an actual angel now because I died and came back.
But I'm wondering. Here's the thing. You're telling me that you've watched you've taken care of your people your whole life.
Yep.
And here you are almost dying as well on one side, but it's like you're Michael, which is God's right hand man.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, but you're you're almost like the people's right hand man at this point. It's like your purpose is maybe to help people, to help someone in need, and it's like
that's how it's always been. Like the way I see it is like if I could give my grandpa, for example, because he's sick and all that. If I can give him even like a year or a month more of some type of quality of life, then I did it right. Do I have bad days? Of course.
Yeah.
Really bad ones where I'm like, fuck, I just want to... Like, right now, I tell my friends now, like, I can't wait till I can have a single day where no one depends on me.
Mm-hmm. But you knowingly know that.
Yeah.
I mean, also cherish, like, the time you have with them.
Yeah,
that's very important.
I try not to let the bad days get the best of me, but sometimes they do, and then I make the most of every moment,
Yeah, I mean that's like what I miss too. Like we played Pokemon, and I know it sounds like comparison to family members, and seeing them on the daily. It's like I would miss those days because I'm like, oh, I was smiling, having fun, I was getting away from shit, and it felt good for once.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like. I look back, it's like I played more. I haven't played more of not playing, if that makes sense. Like, it's been a year. I've only played for like 8 months. And, I miss everyone, but at the same time, I'm still seeing them. We still talk.
Yeah, I'm the vice. You guys are the first people I've hung out really since COVID.
Oh, damn. You haven't
I'm
hung
not
out
gonna
with
lie,
Toby and stuff?
I almost got cold feet literally last night.
Really?
Because I got to the part of the last podcast where Alex was like, oh, I had COVID. And my anxiety started to go.
Oh, shit.
Like, I literally was about to just no-show. But then I was like, nope, that's just my anxiety. Is it somewhat risky? Maybe. But that doesn't, just because he had it doesn't mean he had it fucking 2 days before he went there or whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like, I literally almost canceled, like, not to tell you.
I mean, I want to have you on more.
And that's why I have the mask, because it's like,
that's understandable.
because I don't have a spleen, because you're fine. I don't have a spleen. That's why I died.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, spleen is one of the worst. It's like your immune system.
Shit.
Yeah.
So I get sick very easy. Like the common cold for you will last like what? Who knows? Anywhere between a day to a week, probably.
Yeah.
For me, it's like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. just for a common cold.
Yeah.
So
When's the last time you've been sick? Were you sick at all during COVID or?
No, I knock on wood, and I think that's I'm actually gonna know.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, and I've said this to like Toby and all my friends, I think I'm never gonna stop wearing a mask.
That's fine.
Because this is the longest I've gone without being sick. I used to have during this time of year, I always get sick.
Yeah.
Because I also have allergies and asthma and stuff. So I would just get sick all the time around this certain time period. So the last time I was actually sick was, you know how they say COVID actually hit like the December or whatever before?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was last sick, and I was sick for like 2 to 3 months.
Damn.
Are you gonna take extra precautions when things are opening up now?
The thing is, I can't take the vaccine because part of not having a spleen is I can't take shots because even though they say the vaccine is one of the few because most vaccines they infect you with some form of the virus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I can't take those, but even though the COVID one apparently is not like that, it's not. Even my doctor said you shouldn't take it because you don't have a spleen.
Yeah.
So I just basically have to trust everyone else to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to get a better mask than just this one. Like
I was gonna say get something like cool. I know like
none of them are comfortable because I have a big ass head, and I think my ears aren't like perfectly.
Razer actually came up with a really sick.
I made fun of that at first, but then I was like, fuck. If I'm gonna be one of those guys who have to wear a mask all the time, fuck it.
But you're buying quality. You might as well get the best.
I just want because you've seen TikTok. You were on TikTok a lot too. You ever seen I don't want to name drop, but the Outlaw mask? I'm sure you've seen it before.
I have not. Okay, that looks sick. The Razer mask.
Yeah.
Is that the Razer mask?
Yeah.
I don't like the ear straps. I like the ones where they go behind your head like a little, like a Velcro or whatever.
Have you tried the bandeau stuff or not the bandeau? That's a fucking bra.
The little things on your neck.
Yeah, no, yeah. The little things.
I tried that, but then I looked up that those don't really protect you that much or something.
Yeah.
And my anxiety, I couldn't do that. I would panic. So I like the.
What about the shields?
Because it goes around here and it fastens behind your head.
Oh, okay.
The only reason why I haven't bought it yet is because it's one of those ones where it has a filter, which is good for you but bad for everyone else. Yeah. But then my anxiety tricks in if there's a fucking hole right here in the face.
Yeah.
My anxiety is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get COVID.
Yeah, and especially with your grandpa too, like. Yeah,
and that's the thing. He's 72, about to be 73. Yeah. I don't have a spleen, so like. Like I said, y'all, I trust y'all, so this is the first time I'm
You're about to take his spleen, though.
Huh?
Take his spleen.
Nah, that man did probably... the year he was...
You're like, hey,
he's probably done every drug in the fucking book, who knows? Like, no disrespect, Grandpa. But, like, that spleen probably...
What about the face shields? Have you seen those?
Yeah, but, like... They just like that's another anxiety thing. I feel like I'm not
because it goes around and then
like I feel like it's airborne, so there's fucking air on top around.
Yeah, I did want to try that and then like tint it.
Type in the Outlaw mask if you want, so I could tell you like that's the kind of Velcro thing I want.
Yeah, I want to see.
And then I saw it and I was like, oh, it must be good because his marketing thing was he sent it to all the basketball players and they actually started wearing it because this is when they were in the bubble or whatever.
Yeah.
So
and it looks good too, right?
Yeah.
That one.
The only thing I don't like is they go with the fucking like ghetto types, the bandana. What's that?
Is it that kind of one?
Yeah. Okay. With the strap.
Get the largest size too, because like you were talking about the head thing, and I'm like,
I just don't like that it has that whatever that type is called. You know, bandanas that have those weird like a lot of gang members use them. You know that weird.
The fabric. It's more so the fabric or
not even that particular design.
The red or blue. What is it called?
Are you talking about like the design?
The design.
It's called paisley, right?
It's those certain like.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know how to describe that. I
don't know either. I just know like it's associated with like gangs and shit a lot.
It's a paisley. Is that what you said?
Paisley is the texture.
Yeah. See right there. Yeah. Do you see it?
So this pattern is called
paisley.
That type
That's
of stuff.
Interesting.
And the way that they do it on the bandana is usually like you always see a gang member have it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about the
It's funny though, cause like, back in the day, I mean, everyone says this, but like back in the day, it's like don't come in the store, if you're wearing a mask or anything, like, take it off, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, that's the thing.
And now it's like, wear a fucking mask. And it's like, you're going to rob a store.
That's the thing. At some point, like, having to wear a mask is going to, like, I'm surprised there haven't been more bank robberies and shit. Because now you don't get, like, remember when COVID first came out? And there was people in, like, fucking Master Chief suits and shit? Like, you seen those shit where they're just the most...
They were trying to be funny, but it was
but they were still protecting themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
And no one batted an eye.
Speaking of crimes, I just brought this up because I lived in Lodi, or I lived in a town next to Lodi, but you know where Lodi is at, right?
Yeah.
So
only because of Pokemon.
Yeah. So I was by the freeway, and then I see cops, like one cop go, and then I see another one. Oh, and then I stopped counting after, like, there was like 40 cops. I shit you not. They were following a car. Mm-hmm. It was on the news, right? It ended up, they were bank robbers. They robbed a bank, took the people hostage, and then they went to, they ended up somewhere in Stockton where they had a standoff, and it was insane with, like, guns blazing and everything.
Funny enough, whenever we have time, I've mentioned it before, I almost got killed in front of this house.
This house? Okay, well, say
you
it.
Want to do it now?
Okay, for those that don't know, and now I'm not going to specifically tell you where I live. The house is fucking beautiful.
Yes.
If I feel safe, but I also don't feel safe
from
because
an outsider's point of view, this house is in a good neighborhood. It's around. I don't want to name it because then you could, like, pinpoint it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's around certain things that should raise its value.
Yeah.
Like this landmark or whatever. But it's not because there's a lot of homelessness, and with homelessness,
and there's nothing wrong with being homeless.
Yes,
either.
but
we love you, homeless people.
Along with homelessness, it brings not that they're doing the crime, but then it brings people who abuse them to do their crimes for them and all that stuff.
And we had bad experiences here, but you're probably going to tell me something crazy. So
basically, your roommate, because I don't want to say the name like I did like 12 times already, because apparently I'm not supposed to.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, don't say her name.
We had like a trio where we always hung out together.
Were you dating my roommate or?
Everybody thought we were.
Okay, that's funny because before this,
everybody.
We always joke about it.
Like,
wait, did she say that they were dating or someone thought they were?
Dated. No. Everybody and their moms thought we were.
Yeah.
And like beyond, they thought we were just hosting the tournament and then banging in the car or something.
Fair enough. That's what I do.
You could ask her at some point. We should have a podcast where we talk about it. It was embarrassing back then because I see her as like a little sister.
Sure.
So it was also embarrassing and disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Because obviously of
the sister part, yeah.
And what she looks like, not to be offensive, but
Yeah.
Sure. She looks like she's 12.
No comment. Oh, okay.
Played the fifth. No?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not it's just Anyways,
a long pause for
because you're looking at me.
I'm like, hey, that's why what you said was valid. We're good.
But anyways, everyone thought we were.
Yeah,
so we used to hang out all the time. We just do dumb shit.
Yeah. Like
this is when I was smoking too. She wouldn't smoke.
Yeah.
But my other friend would. So it was me, my friend, and then her. We would smoke, dumb shit. There was one time where we were driving downtown, and I just witch laughed at a random person downtown.
Witch laughed?
Like perfect, like yeah, like that, but perfect, like evil witch laugh.
Oh, that's more like you're just being playful and being a dumb kid.
Freaking,
Yeah.
I forgot which word I can't say. I'm sorry.
No, I know which word he's trying.
I was being an idiot.
Yeah.
And we do dumb shit like that all the time. I forgot what we were doing. This might have been Pokemon Go. But we used to stay out till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So which is probably why they thought we were dating.
I mean, fair enough.
But there was a third person, so unless they thought we had like a cameraman, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we would do that all the time. Like it was like normal. Pokemon Go, maybe. I don't remember if this was during Pokemon Go time.
Okay. But
we were doing whatever, just chilling, whatever. I'm ghetto. I'll be the first to admit it. So the way I was raised, you drop someone off, especially a girl, you wait till they walk in. You watch them walk in.
Okay.
That's just how I was raised. Maybe you never did that.
My ex made me do that for friends. She wasn't ghetto at all.
Well, it's just it's a common
it's a polite
ghetto
thing.
It's a common ghetto thing is what I was told or whatever. And it was like, I did that. Right? And then we drove off. Or we stayed for a little bit and then drove off because, you know, your roommate, she doesn't usually go directly in. And this is when she was becoming a super cat lady. Oh, random stray, bring in the house.
Wait, she had cats? I'll have to ask her. I'm a little confused.
She would pick up random strays. You're coming in the house.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, it might have been her cat. It might have been
so.
One of her...
All right.
The thing is, she had strays she brought in and her cat.
Yeah.
She was gonna be a crazy old cat lady. Anyways, so the point is, she didn't go directly in. So we're sitting there for like 5 minutes.
This is the side door, right?
No, this is one of the few times she went through the front.
Okay. This house. Okay.
So we parked right there in the front.
Yeah. Oh, obviously this house is so.
And I think this is when her parents were like rebuilding the fence, so there was no fence or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So we waited, blah 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 blah, and then we drove off. Like 2 minutes, maybe not even that later, she texted me, and then someone got shot right in front of her house, right where we were parked.
What the fuck?
And died.
Like 2 minutes later, or
like less than 2 minutes.
But that means someone else went up to the house,
or they were running from someone or something.
Damn.
Because it was right by the sidewalk, like where you park your car, right there.
Yeah.
At the corner. And that's where they found the body.
Holy shit.
I don't even think she heard anything because she probably just passed out.
Yeah.
But she let me, so I don't know how I found out, but we found out and then we did the math of when it was and we were just right there.
Holy shit, that's scary.
Like, you can ask her right after the podcast. Like,
yeah, maybe they were like looking for you.
Or maybe they were trying to rob us, who knows?
Yeah, and then
because there were just two dudes in the car, we just dropped someone off.
Yeah.
For all they know, we were doing drug deals.
Damn, that's insane.
Yeah, so that was all like, fuck, you coming at me again? God, Jesus. What the
yeah. Missed you by a few minutes there.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, is that a sign?
So I gotta teach them a lesson again. You're like, what the fuck did I do?
I'm like, damn, twice.
Hey, I need you up here, Michael. He's like,
fuck.
You're like, nah.
I mean, she forced me last
Your grandma's
time.
like, hey, dude, I fucking told you, you know? It's like, no
my
more.
grandpa's telling God what to do. No, I said.
No.
But yeah, that was crazy. That was
crazy.
Thing. So your house is haunted.
Haunted. In the corner, though.
Yeah.
Never park right there at the corner in the front.
We have.
That's where you're parked almost, right?
No. I parked
I told you to park in the driveway, yeah. Where did I park? Oh, yeah, just in front.
Over there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like it here.
It's a nice house. It's just everything around it for whatever reason.
I'm definitely, obviously not now, but at some point I want to move by the beach. Like, that's ideal.
Yeah,
when
you got the Joe Rogan sponsorship.
Rogan sponsorship. I mean, we're gonna get this. Like I said, we're going to video. We're working on we will be working on a small project coming up.
I will say this. I'm gonna literally attack someone. Is that fine?
Okay.
You were part of the podcast we used to do.
I was, and that episode never aired. By the way,
certain person, T, you bitch. Remember how you said it took so long to put a podcast on Spotify?
It's easy.
They did it within like 2 days. So what's your excuse?
No. We
mic drop. Like, not actually, but
I was so eager to post the episode. I wanted to record it on the Yeti. That's why the first episode's on a Yeti. And I could have waited to get this whole like mixer, get all these nice mics. Like I said, these cables are expensive.
And keep in mind, you don't have to edit that out because I already said this to him. He's okay with it. He agreed, actually.
Yeah, how's he doing, by the way?
He's good. He hangs out with I think he still hangs out with Brian a lot.
Brian, Galat?
Galat, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's funny.
Yeah, funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
No, he's out there.
He's cool.
He's not a bad guy. What's his name? Although I did, like I said, I mentioned this before, and I'll be open about it. Okay, I'll you know what? I'm gonna tell you a story. You remember Liam, right?
Boy, do I.
Okay, so he's out there. So when I first went to Utopia and I was playing,
you and Liam bonded.
No. I actually saw this kid that had this. You ever get a theme deck, right? A Pokemon theme deck? Have you gotten one before? Yeah. You know how they come with like a little play mat?
The paper mat.
The paper mat, yeah. I felt bad for this kid, so I bought this kid like a $50.
I remember that.
A $50 mat, right? And some other kid was like, "Hey, why didn't you buy me one?" I'm like, look at him, dude. He's like, something's wrong with this kid. None of us.
It was Liam.
This is Liam.
Liam had the same deck.
Paper Matt.
Yeah.
And I felt bad. I didn't know this.
This
so
was during the league.
Yeah, and I felt bad, but it wasn't like I wasn't intentionally like.
Monster.
Yeah, no, that was just a nice gesture,
Yeah.
And eventually over time, I'm like, hey, this kid's not bad. He's not amazing, but he's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like,
he's actually a really good player.
Yeah, to an extent. Then I started like telling him like go play in like league challenges and cups outside of Modesto. Mm-hmm. He said, but I already do, and I'm like outside of Modesto. Eventually he did. Started playing, started winning a little bit, right? Which is fine. The ego though.
Yeah.
The ego is through the fucking roof.
Yep.
And
this is when I started to clash the most with him.
And
he won that one that you guys drove like fucking 3 hours to.
I didn't go to that one because I
just remember you were supposed to.
I was like sick. Well, I thought I had COVID.
Was this the COVID times?
Yeah, it was like it was at the beginning. It's like March. But anyways, he went on his own. He ended up winning it.
When he came, all I remember is when he came back from that because he won because there was like 5 people there, and probably people who only play locally.
Yeah.
He came back and it was just like he was Kanye.
No, it's. I would even say worse than Kanye.
And I like Liam. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We've butted our heads a couple times. So if he listens to this, no bad.
Here's the thing though. Like obviously during COVID times, people are at their house, and especially for this game, they're playing online. Mm-hmm. So online it can be more toxic because like I can be more toxic to you because I'm like I don't get to see you in person, so I'll talk shit to you, and I'm not saying me particularly towards you, but like just people in general. So a lot of more toxicity comes out, right? And so he would also do some of these things, and the ego comes out a little bit more like intensified.
Yeah, sure.
And so I would clash with him, but I had to cut it off with him several times because it's like, okay, dude, you're just making either stuff up or you're just getting too mad about stuff, and I'm like. And my mental health was deteriorating over this COVID.
Like, I'm already up here. I can't take your shit no more.
Yeah. I'm like, this is the easiest one to cut off. I don't even have to play Pokemon, actually. I'm done playing this. I'm done talking to you.
And put in perspective, for you, those of you who don't know them, from the outside looking in, it looked like they were really good friends.
Yeah.
Because y'all were always, like how you and Darryl are. You would see you, then Liam would be right next to you. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was by choice. But like,
yeah, he can be socially awkward sometimes, and I'll admit that. Like at tournaments, we would be there, and I'm like trying to. You know how at tournaments you see other people's decks, you're like, let's see what this dude's playing over
Which
here.
I hate because I never would open my deck.
And so then he goes, hey, and I'll throw out names. He was like, Gabe Smart is playing. We'll say Blounds, right? And you like just shout out their names. I'm like, dude, they can hear. Like, be chill about this.
I would say, I'm like,
you're chilling with me.
Scouting, but I wouldn't do it like that. I'm like, yo,
or even text.
I would remember this.
Yeah, so I did have to teach him some like manners in a sense.
I think I yelled at him one time. I was like, yo, don't be saying like. I remember saying, don't say that out loud. And people were like, who cares? Now he's going to change his deck or whatever.
Yeah. Or even himself, too. Like, he would say, like, look at this Gardevoir I added to my Mew deck. It's such a good card. And then I see someone else over there, like, putting cards in their own deck and creating something.
See, I'm a old head, basically, you can say, for Pokemon. So the old stigma was you would play the deck you're not going to play while everyone was getting ready.
I've seen that before.
Because they would think you're playing that.
Yeah.
Not very many people would change their decks. But they would change how they play their decks.
Or even think.
Or just because all you need is that small advantage in the first turn. Because first turn, especially back then when you were shamaning and all that shit.
Yeah.
Maybe you're playing this deck where the more item cards in your discard, you do more damage like Garbodor. So they would play less aggressively.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So just any little advantage, they would do that. So I would do that, but then like I said, go to the side. Yeah. So I never would. I'd do that guy in the back sleeping right on my deck list. If someone walked by, put the paper over the deck. Hello?
Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, like I don't hate him, but also right now it's like my mental health is more important, so it's like gotta push him away too, and we'll wait till IRL comes back, or if he wants to join the podcast, I'll hit him up.
Well, we can talk about the time where I yelled at him.
Yeah. So what exactly? Well, I mean, might as well we're here. I'm not gonna keep talking about him. So
what happened was
I was there, by the way. I just don't remember.
We were playing. We were both undefeated, and I think this was our box tournament.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, so everyone's like, hey, I got to win this
I'm
shit.
trying to win, but, like, not to sound cocky, but I'm used to at least placing, you know?
Yeah. Top 10, top 5.
Like, I'm getting packs is what I'm used to.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm doing.
What expansion is this?
I know he was playing Pikarom. I think I was still playing Weezing.
Was I still playing?
It was like Cosmic.
Yeah.
No, before Cosmic then.
I was playing Weezing still, I'm pretty sure.
All I remember is I was there because I remember him calling a bluff on it, and I was like, dude, the other guy, Liam, is acting out of line. It's like...
Yeah, I think
the judge was called too.
baited him into a thing to see what he would say.
Uh-huh.
And then he did the thing where people, when they start to win, do all the time. Their judge is their best friend.
Oh.
He tried to get a free win when he knew he wasn't going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was playing to all my outs.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was drawing bad. And I think we were playing best of one, or if it was top cut, which I don't think it was 2 out of 3. I'm pretty sure it was like earlier rounds.
Uh-huh.
So it was, I've been playing for so long, if I can't win, I play to all my outs. And one of those outs is not losing or tying.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't like that.
Yeah.
And it's not like I was slow playing. I never slow play.
Mm-hmm.
I just, like, I'll Lysander something with a big retreat. Or like,
you're essentially doing actions in the game that make sense.
Deliberately.
Or not make sense, but they're do something.
For a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most people, when they try not to win, they slow play.
Yeah.
I'm still doing stuff. Like, I'm shuffling really quick, all that.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that. He got mad and yelled at me.
Yeah.
And I'm ghetto, like I'll say for the 4th time, so
Uh-huh.
you're not going to yell at me.
Yeah. He's also young, too, so that's another perspective.
The thing is, people who yell like that are used to yelling and no one's saying anything.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he's young, so it's rather me check him than someone who's going to physically check him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have another question in regards to players kind of arguing. Are you friends with... I don't know if that's his name. Joel? Is there a Joel?
Yeah, he's one of my good friends.
Good friends, okay. Did he have a confrontation with, I think it was Gabe at the time?
Yep, sure did. And the funny part is...
Did he check him too, or...?
Yes, and the funny part is a little backstory. He checked him for me.
Oh, so it was... Oh, okay, so it...
Because the round before, Gabe did shady shit to me.
Okay.
So we were all homies, so this is where he felt some type of way. He was like, yo, so he already went into the matchup a little salty. Because you know how after every round you talk with your homies.
Wait, sorry, did you beat Gabe, or...?
I'm pretty sure he beat me.
Okay. And he did something shady.
Not even like shady. It was just like bad manners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I don't remember word for word because it's years ago now. But I just know he did some like scummy type shit. Or technically, probably if you look it up in the rule book, it might not be. But it's more of a like, when I play you, we don't do... There's like a certain like conduct.
Almost
that
like a house
players
rule.
have. Yeah.
Okay.
And he broke that.
A bro code.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he played him and then tried to do the same shit versus him. And you know what Joel looks like. He works out.
I remember him being short. That's all I remember.
He's a little short firecracker. Ginger.
He also had he had an attitude too. He's not a bad guy.
He's a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's literally just another one of those guys where like you have an outer shell.
Yeah.
That they only let certain few people pass.
Yeah. Well, my only experience with him was it was a Winnabox similar to that. I played Gabe in the early rounds, beat him, right? We played the same deck, and I asked him right before the match, like, hey, what advice do you have using... Or no, after the match, I said, what advice do you have for playing this deck? He's like, do this, do that, whatever. Then we play in the finals, and I used his whole advice on him and beat him. I 2-0'd him. Then I played Joel after, and I'm like, I have so much anxiety because I'm like, already like, well, one, I'm going to lose to Joel's Malamar deck versus my, like a Mute 3 deck, which, I lose so many prize cards. And so I'm already like, dude, I just want to go home. Like, I don't want to play this anymore. And Joel is like, he's angry. Well, he was angry about something else, right? He was just like
really competitive.
Yeah, he wasn't even competitive to me. Like we were just playing normally, right? But he was also frustrated too because he's like, he was somewhat losing, but then also he ended up
probably
winning.
Drawing bad or something.
Yeah, but he ended up winning, you know. And then the next tournament he apologized to me, and I said like, because I posted something on Facebook, but it wasn't towards him, it was towards Gabe, because Gabe posted something about how he would be lucky or like he would not have luck, not draw good, and it's like, why do people have to like complain about like, you know, how they did? It's like, how about you let the other
That's
play
just
like
how a lot of, especially the older Pokemon players, maybe it's an all TCG thing. They never blame themselves. They always say,
they don't take responsibility.
Yeah, or not even that. They do blame themselves, but they'll blame themselves by blaming the game.
Yeah.
They'll always say it's the game's fault. Like, oh, if I would have never drawn that bad, I would have beat you.
Yeah, and it got.
I've done it too, but it's like it's just a thing that.
I mean, it
one
happens.
Of those things that TCG players.
But balance it out. Just say like, you know, I know sometimes I tell people, I'm like, well, no, he straight up beat me. He outplayed me.
I do. Well, as I played more, I do that too. And then you also got to realize Gabe's like fucking still a teenager.
Yeah.
I think he just turned 18 or something.
Exactly.
So.
But yeah, I'm curious to see how everything's gonna be when we start playing again. So.
I am too. I'm kind of, the thing is, like with my spleen shit, like I said, I haven't hung out with anyone besides you guys, like basically the whole COVID. Mm-hmm. A little bit in the beginning because I didn't know how serious it was.
Yeah.
And everybody I was hanging out with, they just weren't leaving the house. So I was like, okay, I'm fine. Literally the only time they left was when I left was to get food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was like delivery or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know?
But huh?
Did you know?
You're an idiot.
But like after like that stopped being a thing, I had to just knuckle down because it was like my grandpa and me, and it started to get serious and people were dying, and then it was at that point where everyone thought it was over. So remember when there was like no cars in the road, and then like a couple days later, all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Fuck it, I don't care anymore. Fuck the mask."
And then they went back to lockdown.
And that's when I went in. I was like, "Nope, no, because I can't risk it."
I think we're going through that phase again, but from
really bad.
Yeah. So we'll see with the vaccines too.
That's why I said I'm always gonna wear a mask. I think I'm gonna buy that outlet mask. I just want one that goes behind my head, and I haven't found another one that does.
And don't lose it, because I lose all my good masks.
Because I looked on Amazon, and none of them go behind the head.
God damn.
And I just want that for comfortability, because I'm gonna be going to tournaments. Because I want to start a business how like your roommate has.
Oh, you do?
So I'm gonna have to be going to tournaments and having enough. So let's say COVID's gonna be, because they say no matter what, COVID's probably gonna be one of those seasonal things or whatever. Yeah. So I'm not gonna grow a spleen.
Yeah.
So
when you say start a business, you mean on Twitch or?
No, like the
in person.
Part,
yeah.
The business side. That's all.
That's cool.
I've always wanted. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Of all pictures to find.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking at. I have one of those.
I just want one that goes behind.
Those are
head.
for workouts, though. Elevation
that
mask.
Would be cool. Because I'm gonna have an everyday mask. Yeah. And these aren't really.
Yeah, that is sick. I have one of those. I got a size too small, but it's funny because like.
Because I researched them all. Like I look at the Under Armour one. That one was really cool. But the main complaint was that for one, they're sold out because everyone's buying all these masks.
Yeah.
And for two, like they'll say large, but it's really a medium.
Yeah. You definitely have.
And they're not cheap. They're like $35 because it's Under Armour.
Yep. How much is the Razor one? Is it close to like? I
don't even think they put a price on it yet, right?
Oh, it's probably not even out.
Because they just announced it. Because everyone memed it, and then they're like, "Wait a second.
Wait. Oh, we were being. Yeah.
You're like, wait, I can put like my Twitch name on there.
Yeah,
or some
that's
shit.
Dope. I have seen the custom ones.
Do they have a price for it?
I don't think so. It's just a notify.
And there's like 2 versions of it, isn't there?
I'm just scrolling through.
That shit looks sick. Like your boy Javier, he's wearing that to a rave.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's
wearing that.
That's the dumb shit people are wearing it too, though. Like random shit. But I mean, it makes sense. It's style now.
That picture right there.
That guy looks sick.
That screams rave to me.
So much RGB in it.
That is dope. I actually kind of want to get one.
I just like it because it's not.
Look at that
or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know how that works with the.
You said there's no price tag. It's not even out yet.
No.
They just released that they're making.
It's just a notify me when type deal.
That's gonna be one of those. As soon as it hits out, there's.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'll.
I want one.
I'm gonna try and get one.
It's probably gonna be at least $200.
Oh fuck, that's.
Or at least I say 150 at the cheapest.
Yeah, and it's Razor too.
Or
so.
they're gonna do one of those. They have different models like with more features and shit.
Yeah.
Or like the basic model.
Oh, the Pro. They get the Pro. You don't have to breathe.
Look what they do to their mics. They're all the same fucking mouse.
Yeah.
One has 4 buttons. One has 6. Yeah. But that's like $50 to advance up.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
But yeah, I need an everyday mask. Long story short, so I'm looking into stuff like that.
So, you have any plans for this year, or are you just kind of chilling, vibing out? Because I know we talked about it when I mentioned, hey, I'm doing the podcast. You're like,
I was supportive, dude. I was like, yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It was more of I wanted to live through you, to be honest.
Because I know you. Like I said,
the podcast, we did YouTube. Basically, we both have tried similar things, and it's like how Darryl got his job, and I was like, yeah, that motivates you.
Yeah. So
like, you guys got this awesome podcast. I'm a huge fan of. Even though I'm still gotta finish the last episode.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's just like if you, it's more of a you could do it than I can do it. You know.
Yeah, and it's not even that. Like I've been wanting to do a podcast, and I wouldn't say I didn't have the friends. It's just like now I live in an environment where I can just invite people, and it's like I'm the middle.
Free.
What's that?
You're also more free.
Oh yeah, I'm free as fuck.
Fucking,
I have more stories to tell.
That first episode, I was like, I'm hooked. Sign me up.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm subbing.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Like I said, I want to push this onto YouTube as well. The camera situation, though, they're fucking expensive. I can trade my...
You can put YouTube and just put your image that you guys have on Spotify. Because the thing... Remember how this all starts...
That's what I told him to.
You're gonna start with nothing and grow. That's how every YouTuber ever has ever started.
I think it... Yeah.
Look what
should I use a new channel or just rename the channel I have? Or
I would start a new channel because old channels, they don't get pushed the same way.
Yeah.
YouTube loves to push new channels because then it makes it look like their platform is ever growing. So when you first start, if you start pulling crazy numbers, and crazy I mean like 50 views, but you have like 5 subscribers or whatever, they're gonna push you.
Yeah.
Because you're new and they want you to blow up. Yeah. But if you don't hit that quota or whatever, then you can push.
Yeah, and I can also post like links too, because I also, some people are like.
There's just not a reason not to.
Yeah, I think I will.
And the way you guys are growing, sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you're.
Because I get passionate.
It's your episode. It's your episode.
I get passionate and excited and stuff.
Just talk. Go ahead.
So like, look at how much you've grown just from the first episode.
Yeah.
First episode was on the mic that I keep saying has a cum rag on it. Like, you guys should see what the fuck the hell in this. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a month.
Dude, this might suck, man.
Yeah, what'd you use that sock for before you put it on there?
Well, I was watching pornography and
keep in mind,
keep
in mind, this is a crew sock. You can tell because it's covering a whole Yeti mic. It's not folded or anything.
I tried to get it for these Vans, but the socks came like all the way down here. I'm like, this is
no, it's supposed to. Like I work. Oh wait.
Well, this is my foot. Hey, I know what happened, man. Okay. It only goes all the way down. It just goes all the way down.
Start looking at shoes.
What size shoe are you?
11 and a half.
You small feet.
That looks like an 8 to 9.
Yeah, it's pretty small. It is 11 and.
Yeah, but your shoes and sock size are never like the same.
Yeah, but still.
Like my sock size is like a freaking 8 or something. My shoe size is 12 and a half. So you know what that means. I'm packing where it counts.
Sure.
Yeah, but.
Anyways.
Yeah, this year I just want to do more, just expand content and just content because I like being creative and shit.
Yeah.
And it keeps me busy and not depressed. And then also want to inspire people.
Yeah, and you've been doing, like I said, you inspired me.
Yeah.
You actually did. I recorded for the first time in at least a year, and partly was because of you guys.
That's awesome.
I haven't posted it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I was gonna post it, and it was already uploading.
Uh-huh.
But it was Friday, and I was gonna go Pokemon hunting for packs, so you guys know how crazy it is right now.
Yeah.
Did you find any or?
No, fuck no. I couldn't even find Pokemon toys. Everything was sold out. I went all the way to Manteca and shit. But like, where was I going? Oh yeah, so I tried to upload it, but I was trying to like use my phone at the same time. Okay. And I wasn't on Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh.
So I stopped the upload because it was slowing the fuck out of my phone.
Oh, I do that too.
I just haven't re-uploaded.
Just do it when you're You could have done it this whole time.
I got super Wi-Fi in my house. I'm not gonna not upload it. Cause it wasn't even. It was just more of a, hey, because people are still subbed to me. I still get comments every once in a while.
Yeah.
I get a lot of love from because I don't know if you know this, but before everything, like when I first started Call of Duty, I was just like, oh yeah, I want to play video. You know, you see that, you get inspired. It actually blew up, but then I'm like, oh fuck, Call of Duty is so boring. So I went on to other things.
Call of Duty is boring by yourself.
Yeah, but I was able to commentate and cut the clips, but it just got old, repetitive.
That's why you have a group, though.
Yeah,
I should have seen my YouTube when it started to get boring for me. I did some cringy shit.
Yeah,
like Toby and that crew and Cody who works at the shop. I'm hella name dropping. Whatever, fuck them.
No, yeah, that's fine.
You're fine.
They make fun of me for a video I did still to this day.
What is it?
It's called Look it up. Okay, if you play it during this podcast, I'll never come back though.
I mean, we'll watch it after.
West Side Wednesdays, where ghetto meets Pokemon.
Oh my god.
What is it?
West Side.
Type in Bayboi and my channel will pop up, and it's like this.
But again, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Then I went to Let's Plays, like more so like story games. And then I did vlogs. I did Pokemon content.
Sorry,
No, you're good.
Where is it?
Go up.
Is it a
The
popular?
yellow right there.
I'm not.
Do not. I will fight you.
I'm not clicking on it when here, but
It's so cringy.
Yeah, we'll watch it after and not have you again
there's
ever.
Some soft N bombs in there to all my fellow ghetto friends.
Yeah. As long as you don't have blackface or anything.
It's just once you're like, not to keep going back to ghetto, just when you're around that, you just get used to saying it.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
No disrespect. Like when I lived out there, I don't think I had a friend that wasn't black.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the mic good for you or? Oh, it's good.
Well, just turn it a bit.
Yeah, this thing got heavy after like an hour, so I've been switching hands.
I mean, yeah.
How long has it been?
We're at 2:20.
2:20? Oh shit. Okay, we gotta speed things up.
All right.
So
what topic should we miss?
Okay, we didn't miss any because.
Oh wait, you were saying I went on a tangent. You saying do I have any plans for this year?
Yeah, you mentioned you're gonna start a podcast, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna start YouTube again, and I'm gonna start. Another goal is the business.
For sure, we're actually gonna do the other thing first.
No.
Yeah, we got.
Come on, bro. I'm not in the mood.
I gotta get warmed up too. So we gotta get some laughs in.
Is this the last topic?
Second to last. So I have this topic where at the end of every episode we confess something. It can get fucking emotional and just be like, oh, well, you didn't have to tell us that, but that's fine. It can be something dumb. You haven't watched the last episode. It got to that point where the guy was, one person said something emotional, one person said something like.
Did you confess in the other episodes?
Like, I don't remember.
Oh, there was the thing that you said, if you watch the video this long, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because I don't... See, here's the thing. I didn't expect people to listen to it. But, like I said, that girl stopped talking to me. And that's fine. I don't care. That's on her. But we'll each confess something, either it's small or big. I'm already on the spot right now because I can't think of anything. But I'm looking at Darryl like, say something. Say something, Darryl. What do you have?
Wait, we're doing confessions now?
Confessions now, and then...
This man has a confession. He's just ready to let rip like a Beyblade.
I don't have anything right now.
Nothing happened this week where you're like...
I mean, not really. I mean... What would I confess?
We're putting him on the spot while we warm up. Think of something.
I don't have nothing. I've been at home this whole COVID.
I've been happy right now. I've just been happy with...
Oh, shit. You guys are killing me. So
I'm sorry. I'm like, I haven't... okay. I mean, I am happy that I got a new job and I have another opportunity at another new job.
Oh, you're just happy in general.
Yeah. I mean, my confession is that I cried at my job about having a new job.
Oh, and they're like, hey, what's wrong? You're like, nothing.
No, I was crying tears of happiness. And my manager saw me and I talked to her and she was like, I'm happy for you. So.
That's awesome.
I actually did my confession already, or I didn't almost come.
You didn't almost...
What?
Wait,
Remember
what?
I told you?
Wait. Hey, wait a second. You didn't say...
Pause shit.
You didn't almost come where?
To the podcast.
Oh!
We thought something...
I always
Yo,
come.
did you not hear what it...
I always
Oh
come.
my God. I'm like, we both were like...
I don't care if it's first, last, I always...
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, my confession is I've been wanting to pull the trigger on this, and I do a lot of different things creatively, and been wanting. I hold myself back on a lot of things.
Fans only now.
No.
Only fans.
Darryl's the photographer.
Oh shit. Anyways,
on this bed. Damn it.
Anyways, yeah, we set up the lights, so that's we're doing the shoot after.
Yeah.
It's a joke, guys. Please, I'm not.
I mean, they're joking, but no lie, I've seen this setup on
It's
on
such
the home
a-
before. If this couch was leather, I wouldn't.
Oh
sit
my
here.
god. Yeah. Okay.
We're
So,
on it.
anyways, confession.
Go.
Last year I started boxing, and I lost a pretty good amount of weight, and I learned to box better, but I never did it for competition. But as the breakup happened, you get a little angry sometimes. You go
wanna
there and
punch
you're
something.
like, you're Mike Tyson on that bag, and then coach is like, hey man, you got to leave the bag alone, man. You're fucking it up.
The bag didn't fuck you over.
This year, I'm confessing that I want to actually try and train for an amateur fight.
Yeah,
If I can get, like I said, I have one thing. Like it's like make one song.
You want to make a bopper.
Yeah, but now it's like I also want to have one fight, and if I don't do a pro fight, because I know a lot
You
of
want
YouTubers.
an amateur fight or just like a fight?
An amateur fight. Hey.
You wanna roll
No,
up
I don't
on
want to get my
somebody?
ass kicked and then I'd be on
The
YouTube.
next Pokemon regional, would you say this?
Yeah, I do feel like though it's like I don't know, dude. Nobody better test me though during Pokemon.
I get
Especially-
tested all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But like I said, I have a mouthpiece and I don't hold back. And this sucks. I used to run the tournaments I would talk shit at.
Yeah, you're like, hey Jimmy, you're not doing good, man. You need to drop.
Especially the out of towners. I'm like, look, fuck you. Take your $5 back. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
And that's low key how our tournaments grew because they knew when they came here, no bullshit.
yeah.
That's confidence right there.
But anyways, I definitely want to.
Let me know. I'll go to your fight.
Yeah.
I'll be the loudest, ghettoest.
It might be either the end of this year, but I have to put in the work. I have to.
You gotta train isn't it like 6 months or so for a fight or something? Or is that just professionals?
No, you can train. They'll find a fight. It's just embarrassing. You got to think though. My coach was trained by one of the coaches that is working with the Mayweathers. So
Nice.
it's they're not
has a
gonna
high
want to
standard.
throw you out there
Yeah, because when you
it's
fight,
embarrassing,
you
dude.
rep them, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be
Yeah.
Pablo, blah blah blah, Jim.
Yeah, and I do feel like I do compare myself to the guys there. They're some tall ass dudes, but hey, Mike Tyson's what 5'8".
Yeah,
Dude,
but he
it's-
hits like he's 7'2".
Yeah, so at the same time, I'm like, if I train like him,
You just do because the thing. What does Mayweather do? He doesn't hit hard.
doesn't hit it.
He's not
He does.
technically that fast,
He's just
but his
defensive.
hand speed
Defense.
and his you know how they say you have a football IQ. His
Yeah.
boxing IQ.
It's through the roof.
Yeah, he
yeah.
can't read a Dr. Seuss book, but
He's
he can tell you how to
One
box.
of the best boxers in history.
Yeah.
Like up there for sure.
He's probably
How tall is he?
I'm not gonna say I like him, but he's probably the best boxer of all time.
Oh, for sure.
It's hard to argue.
Tyson's 5'10".
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was like 5'6".
Yeah, 5'10" people scare me too. I'm 5'8" though, but
That's
hey,
2 inches.
hey, I've seen it in football. Edelman. How tall
Yeah,
is
but
he?
Edelman-
5'6". Oh, Russell Wilson's 5'11", but in
Yeah.
comparison, to me it's like, oh, he's repping the small people.
Edelman has been his brain is spaghettios at this point.
Yeah, poor guy.
Hey, we're supposed to talk football.
Yeah, we were, but
5'10".
That's alright.
Edelman is.
what
5'10".
the fuck?
Everyone is 5'10" apparently.
Okay, I don't even want to go down that route.
Like I think Kyler Murray, the Arizona
He's
quarterback.
6 foot.
No, he's like 5'11"
Really?
as well. He's, if not shorter.
I think he's
The
he's
thing is,
pretty
like
short.
most athletes are like, if you're not 6'5" or whatever, you're like short.
Yeah.
If you're not 6 foot, you're 6 foot. You're short.
Yeah, so in essence, I'm confessing like, hey, I've been thinking about this, but I think I want to take the next step in
See,
the next
you're-
few weeks.
See, it's positive.
Yep.
It doesn't have to
How
be
tall
negative.
is he?
He's 5'10". Everyone's 5'10", apparently.
Damn. I want to say we planned this, but we fucking didn't.
Yep.
I mean, if we go to a different sport, Jose Altuve is like 5'6".
You know who I thought was short, but actually isn't?
Curry.
Curry.
Who?
Curry. I
Steph
thought
Curry?
he looked short on TV.
He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Do you know who I thought was short, but is actually tall as fuck?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, that was on the podcast.
Yeah,
The
I
only
thought she
time
was
I've
like.
ever seen her stand by herself was the whole Kanye thing.
Yeah.
And Kanye was shorter than him, and her, and then he thought the other way around.
I thought Curry was like 5'5".
I thought, no.
Some short ass shit.
I thought he was at least 6 foot even. But he's
I just
6'2".
don't know heights apparently.
Damn.
But
Are we gonna freestyle here or what?
I mean, we can.
Cool.
Oh my god.
I
dude.
can confession until you guys just end the podcast.
Go ahead and.
I had one, a juicy one, and I forgot.
You forgot?
Oh, I have a confession.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
My first ever Pokemon regional I went to, right?
You cheated, huh?
Hell no. I was too stupid to cheat.
Yeah. Get caught.
I got cheated against.
Oh.
And I remember this guy's face. He's a Asian dude. Sorry, Filipino.
That's still Asian.
Wait, is he Filipino or
No,
Asian?
I'm saying I was like clarifying more.
Oh, okay.
Like he's Asian. He was Filipino.
Okay.
I'm just going down the list.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's
Not
brown.
that, you know.
He's 5'2".
But anyways, like it was my first ever tournament, right? I didn't know shit. I shouldn't have been there,
Okay.
Mhm.
right? And we're shuffling our decks, right? This guy, you know how when you play, you shuffle your decks and your opponent shuffles your deck, right? He shuffled my deck face up looking at it. He saw every card in my deck.
Shut the
Damn.
fuck up.
And
But
the
he,
only-
he knowingly knew you were new, right?
It's probably, you can kind of tell. You know
Yeah, the manners and.
Because it was first round, everything, regional.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then he notices, because I literally had to Google how to shuffle.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to... I didn't know how to shuffle cards, bro.
Oh
I
my
got little
God.
baby hands, bro. I got little hands.
You didn't like
Your
observe people and
roommate's hands are bigger than mine. Your roommate's hands
they
are
look
bigger
big
than
from
mine.
here, so we'll keep it at that.
Your roommate's hands are bigger than mine.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
And she's like 4'2".
Shit.
But anyways, he's shuffling my cards face up.
Yeah.
And he says, "Why are like half your cards facing the wrong way?" Cause I was like doing a weird like pile shuffle.
What?
Like somewhere upside down, somewhere.
So you're going like this?
No,
Oh no!
no, I wasn't doing that.
Oh.
I was doing piles, but
Oh,
I guess
Oh, like
somehow,
one,
Wow.
two, three, four, five, six.
I guess somehow, like I fucked
Yeah.
up.
Okay. I thought you meant.
So he
piles
says
like
that,
this.
and then I was like, "Okay, you were looking at all my cards, so how do you know that?"
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I'm like, "Hey, do you want me
Yeah.
to fix that? I have no problem with that." He says, "No, it's no problem." We
Damn, he
shuffle up,
thought
get
you were
ready
like
to
stupid or
play.
something.
As soon as they say start, he screams "Judge" like someone touched his asshole.
Wow.
He tried to get the first round one and done. Because if you've ever gone to a regional, the only time you're going to face those weird ass decks that's not meta, which you're not prepared for, are like the first 3 rounds. So once you go like 3, 2, and 0, you face the decks you're ready for, then you get better.
Yeah.
So he tried to get a free win right off the bat, and I'm so livid. Keep in mind, this is my first actual tournament outside the shop.
Yeah.
And I was so excited, like a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a kid, but anyways.
Yeah.
So immediately the ghetto comes out.
Yeah.
Because first off, we get 2 bad judges. Well, one of them wasn't good because I ended up becoming friends with them. But they're talking about like they're like Darryl's length away from me, and they're talking about how they're gonna rule against me. I'm a judge.
Yeah.
You don't talk about the decision you're gonna make right in front of them.
Yeah. Walk away.
I should have been DQ'd because I'm literally telling them, if you're gonna fucking give me a loss because this piece of shit, I'm calling them like I should have got DQ'd.
Yeah.
Because I am livid.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, this piece of shit. I told him, do you want me to fix it? It was an accident. Everything. So long story short, they give me I think they gave me like a first game loss or whatever.
Ah.
Out of 3, right? Or...
Yeah, best of 3.
Okay.
Damn.
They either gave me a prize penalty or first game loss. Either way,
Uh-huh.
he used that to his advantage.
Yeah.
And he didn't care at all.
Yeah, people are cold.
And then he beats me, right?
Yeah.
And then he hits me with the good game.
Oh.
Oof.
Ooh! I slapped that bitch's hand and said, there was some soft A's dropped, I will admit. I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. I just don't know how you guys feel about me dropping it on the podcast.
What the fuck did you say?
Soft A.
Asshole?
No. The rap N-word.
Oh,
Oh.
gotcha. I
Sure.
mean, you could have said it, but now it's too
I'm
late.
just
Now it
saying,
makes
like,
it sound bad.
I don't, certain people feel differently about it, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to, anyways, I'm going full on, I want
Ghetto.
to fight this guy.
Yeah.
And to wrap it up, because I don't want to go on another super tangent again,
They're fine.
if I ever see that person again,
I want to know who it is.
I remember his face, and you used to be able to search up old tournaments and who you played against, which you can't anymore because they changed their systems. I remember it was 2016 San Jose Regionals, first round. So ever find out who I played against?
Do you know if he made day 2? If he made day 2, we can look him up.
I don't know. If there's a picture of, I will know his face.
Yeah, that's true, because you have to go one by one.
I know his face.
We'll go on the Wayback Machine.
All I'm saying is, if I ever see him, I've told everybody, don't hold me responsible for what I do then, man.
Yeah.
Because that man, all the friends I made throughout Pokemon, I would have never made. Because of that one person, first ever tournament I've gone to.
Yeah. How did everyone, was anyone around there like,
yeah, I went with, remember I told you there was a trio? Me,
your
roommate,
girlfriend
and the other person?
Uh-huh.
The other person, this is how we became best friends, because he's literally my
who's
best
the other
friend.
person?
Carlos. I don't know if you ever remember Paul, dude.
Oh, love Carlos.
This is how we bonded, because I told him what happened. He wanted to fight the guy for me.
Ooh.
Damn.
He was like, fuck this tournament. No, and we had barely talked before this.
Yeah.
We were like...
But I mean, there's like a code, too. It's like, you don't treat like new players are going to beat them. Don't even say it.
Yeah.
Just beat them.
It's just, that was like the bright side of this story. Yeah. We bonded so heavily over that, because I was like, oh, this dude I barely know is trying to... I don't need him to fight for me, but he's willing to just throw this whole tournament that we paid like $40 to play.
Yeah.
And back then, they didn't give you shit for entering. They gave you like a dice that said San Jose on it.
Yeah.
And we bonded. But if I ever see that guy again, I'm going to beat his ass.
Okay.
All right. So, Guy, if you're listening to this, there's a good chance.
You will die.
Yeah. Watch it actually be someone.
You will die.
Like,
sorry, this might go on Twitch. In game. In Call of Duty.
Yeah, this is not a threat of murder because
nope,
it happens.
Not at all.
I'm an accomplice. Darryl is too.
I don't have headphones, so I don't hear you guys.
You can't. What?
What?
Oh, you're fucking playing me.
He covered his own ass. You're like, nope, uncovered.
I don't know what you're talking about, Darryl. You heard everything.
No, I won't care. I'll just paralyze him. That's all.
All right. So what?
Anyways.
So here's what's going on. Obviously, if they listened to the episode, they would know that we're gonna try and freestyle off of a beat.
So this is the part where you're like, if you listen this far, you get. If you listen,
you get a free snippet. Now, again, I am wanting to work on a song. That doesn't mean I'm good. Yeah. That just means I'm going to perfect the craft.
I think I'm good at freestyling, but I'm horrible at being put on the spot. So I have to be in the mood, like I said, the shower and all that. I'm going to go in the shower with the mic.
Yeah, does it reach to the shower?
I mean, we can try. We can move your computer.
There's actually the shower right around the corner.
Right there.
That'd be hella funny.
Do you like to rap over beats, or do you like to freestyle without?
I usually like beats, yeah.
Yeah.
I usually am a guy, when I tried to write,
yeah,
I don't know how artists do it, but I'd pick the beat and then make a song off the beat. I don't know if that's how they do it or...
Some people do.
Might be the dumbest fucking shit I've done, and it being put on the spot, not knowing the beat.
How many bars do we have to do? You want me to do a whole 16?
Until you fuck up.
The thing is, I suck at starting, but once I start, good luck shutting me the fuck up.
Okay.
Because I'm going to say some good bars, and then, oh man, this is going to...
All right. Who do you want to go first, me or Darryl?
I'm not going first, because I'm just going to sit there and stare at you.
Oh, well, no, you are, Darryl.
If I'm doing it, you gotta do it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Mute. I muted myself.
Well, this guy pussed out. That's fair. Darryl's not doing it, but that's fine. I'm doing it.
That's not fair. I'm literally looking at.
All right. Tell me when you want to go, Darryl, and we're gonna try this shit.
You're going first.
Oh, is it not even on? Oh, this is awkward.
Darryl, you can't spit one bar for me. You can literally say apple flapple.
I fuck shit up that I don't even do. What can I do about it? I go and elevate myself and bring my crew with me too. There.
Would you who'd he copy?
No one.
I'm trying to look up that shit I sent you about Bobby Schmurder. I'm just gonna say that, but
just say that.
I don't know where it is.
Oh no, it's deleted.
Let's see if.
All right, let's hear this beat.
This is free royalty beat, so like. If it's crap, it's whatever. Yeah,
it's all hand chosen by Darryl.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. I don't know when to go in though. That's my problem. Oh, I'm guessing I'm going in right now.
You gotta. When it drops.
When it drops.
It's like a 1, 2, 3.
Did it drop though, or am I allowed to fucking go in on any beat? I got Michael Casillas down on my fucking seat. What he doesn't know is that I jacket in the bed. No, I put my jacket while I'm in the bed. It gets pretty cold at night because I don't pay the bills. Sometimes I root for the Bills because I'm a Buffalo fan. Oh, shit, that didn't make sense. Michael, take this beat.
Fuck. I'm not good enough.
Michael, come on.
One more time. Wrap it around one more time.
All right, wrap it around. Okay, one more time. Well, I have to. It has to be a different beat at this point.
What? You said that one thing?
I said I can't. Like once I killed the beat, I murdered it. Like
you know, like how artists they never feel like they're done with something because they hate their own art. That's how I feel about rapping. Like I never think it's good enough, so I'm always scared to start. But once I start, I'm good.
Yeah, and then I do come up with something good, and I can't repeat it, and I kind of kill myself.
All right.
That's a warm up.
I found the Bobby Shmurda thing.
Are you gonna try that?
It has to be. I can't just say this over a beat it doesn't go with.
Oh shit.
Let me see.
Is this a new beat? Sounds deadly.
Ooh shit.
Ooh. Michael on the track.
Don't.
Skirt.
This is like you rap some sad shit to this. See, I need to get the first. You're going again.
Oh, I'm going again?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You're the one who said new beat.
All right.
I just need the first bar in my head and then I'm good.
I'm going again like my mom went in with the second kid. I'm talking about my brother Ray. Yeah. Saw hope. Okay, this is bad. I'm not good. Okay. Now you got to go another beat because I killed the beat and I don't mean that like I did well. I mean like
every time I'm starting to pick up the beat.
I feel bad for Darryl. He's just at this point just pick any beat that you think is good and we're just gonna keep trying until
Mike raps and we can end the fucking podcast.
Yeah. So I have to do good. All right, here we go, guys.
Depending on this drop, this beat sucks. Tolerable.
Okay. I swipe right on these bitches. Sometimes they swipe left on me. That's okay because I'm patient. Sometimes I'm a doctor. See, I get hella patience from this kind of shit from me. Yeah, hoping that these girls would swipe right on me. What they don't know is that I'm looking for sexual encounters. What? Oh my God! No! Fuck you, dude! You're laughing.
Fuck a beat, fuck a bitch. Ain't trying to stop this shit. Grab my dick and grab my whip. I'm trying to fucking make her spit. Fuck a hoe, fuck a snitch. Trying to get that dollars, bitch. All the way I got to go. Fuck Pokemon, you pokey hoes. That's all I got.
Let's go. Wait, let me read that. Let me try and read that off of any beat.
I'll read it.
Oh, you'll read it? Oh, let's go.
Bitch be dummy thick. She asked for the extended clip. Yeah, made her swallow it. Took her body, bitch. It's Bobby, bitch.
All right. Give me.
Me feeling it. I hate you.
No, I'm not gonna film that. I promise.
No, you got me feeling it.
Oh, feeling it. Okay. Shit, I wanna do another one. Find another beat. This is very embarrassing.
Give us a trap beat, like some like
yeah.
We're slanging.
Okay, give me an artist and then
I don't fucking know. Fucking Bayboi, I don't know. He's the most hood motherfucker I know.
Yeah, do we get in trouble for music that is?
No, you can type insert artist type beat. That's like a very YouTubeable thing. Like
I know what I'm gonna do.
You can put the Baby type beat, fucking Lil Wayne type beat.
Okay, I'm gonna read little kid poems and then just try.
Oh God,
just
like
try to go hard. Just try to go hard.
That TikTok.
TikTok
where they do the Migos reading Dr. Seuss.
Oh, reading yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's where I got the idea. All right. Yeah.
It's literally just a rip of this.
It's okay. It's a rip. Hey, Michael, let me get a hit of that bong you got over there. All right, ready? Okay, when is it gonna drop though?
It's about to.
It's about to drop.
Right.
You're killing me.
Oh, what the? Apparently he slowed it down.
Oh, it's just a slow down version. Okay. Okay.
I feel like it drops some point.
What if it doesn't drop? It's just a repeat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I have a little frog. His name is Timmy Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. Bitch, don't do that. And gobbled up the soap. And when he tried to talk, he had a bubble in his throat. Timmy, wake the fuck up. He ain't waking up. Oh my God, my frog died.
What?
That's what the thing says.
Timmy learned it from her mommy. That made me dummy think she be sucking on the shit. She be sucking on the dick. Bill's gotta get paid. Her fans is only. Oh shit, she needed picture. Oh, her name is
Ugly.
No, I was thinking of.
Oh,
her name is.
Oh shit! All right, is the song still going? Can I still go? Okay, Hug of War. I will not play at Tug of War. I'd rather play at Hug of War. Hug a bitch, where everyone hugs instead of tugs. Yeah. What the fuck?
About to just rap Dr. Seuss here.
Where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, smoking drugs. Yeah. Where everyone kisses and everyone grins and everyone cuddles and everyone wins, bitch.
I'm about to just put Dr. Seuss quotes.
Dr. Seuss, just Dr. Seuss quote. Oh, this one's sad.
Should I do, I'm muting myself. 6ix9ine?
6ix9ine? Oh, I gotta find something that...
Those are trappy.
Yeah, would I have to go a little bit faster for him?
It depends. Usually, yeah.
We'll do Dummy.
Oh, God.
And that's a huge mistake.
Edit out his whole fucking intro. I speak for the trees have no tongues.
Oh, shit. Wait. Do you have something ready?
No, that's Dr. Seuss.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I wanna find Dr. Seuss.
I speak for the trees have no tongues. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Today you are the truer than true. There's no one alive who's youer than you.
Let's go.
You just gotta read it in the right order.
Yeah. My turn?
Go ahead.
All right. Dr. Seuss. He wrote Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham. He created Horn. What the fuck? This is just
That's the bio.
This is just what he wrote.
The bio of Dr. Seuss.
Read the bio, dog.
Bro, here, look. There's quotes.
Okay,
There's
all
quotes.
right.
There's like 10 of them right there. Just read.
All right.
Right at the top.
You're off to great places. Today is your day. Today is your day. The mountain is waiting, so get on your way. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am.
Fuck
I
Sam.
do not like bitches. Oh, yeah.
Sam's a bitch.
Sam's a bitch. All right, here we go. You have brains in your head when I'm getting head. You have feet in your shoes when I'm getting shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. I speak for the trees have no tongues. When they go down on me.
That shit's tight.
I like this beat.
I speak for the trees because the trees have no tongues.
All right, here's a little bit more. Oh wait, these are short. I need something long.
They're quotes.
Man.
You want the whole book?
I want the whole book.
Do you want to try Little Dicky?
Oh, I love Cap. Pause.
Yeah, let me see.
I love
more.
the rapper Little Dicky.
Yeah.
I want to say I love Little Dicky.
I love Lil Dicky the rapper.
Or Brain.
Brain.
You don't know? Brain is his alter ego. It's his brain.
Yeah, Pillow Talks.
BRAIN.
That's so good.
So this is the Brain X Little Dicky type beat on Wax, whatever.
Yep, that's from
We're giving credit.
That's from his Little Dicky versus Brain album.
Yeah.
Put Vans on my feet. Put Vans on my feet. Put Vans on my feet. Go, Pablo. Go, Pablo.
All right, here we go.
Oh, what a beat
Wait,
change.
whoa, the beat dropped in a different direction. That's
pretty-
okay. I go to work.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get money from my boss.
Yeah.
He doesn't know why I don't drive to work.
Yo.
Please don't send this clip to him.
Oh.
It's okay. I'll make a career
Probably-
out of frying
Well.
eggs at the store. What does that mean? I don't even know. My mom's a whore, and that's just... I'm just making shit up. Just making shit up. Just kind of what I do in the bathroom when I'm full.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Come on, Mike.
Just what you make up is in the bedroom. Was she a bad, or were you the bad kisser, bitch?
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. So, okay, like, honestly, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, boys, come.
It's a,
I think we can end this podcast.
Okay.
are you gonna put that whole end part in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen here.
This is like a 3-hour podcast.
This is...
Last time it was 2:40, so we're fine.
Yeah, we're
We're a movie.
You know what you need to do? You need to do like TikToks and pick the certain height points,
Yeah.
and then just push it like that.
Yeah. We just need a video.
We don't need the video. We can just clip it.
Clip the audio.
Because you were taking notes at the like key points, right?
Yeah.
Like when I call out T, put that on
L-
TikTok and we'll tag all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Listen here, though.
I put the timestamp on when
Clearly,
you said,
clearly
said that.
don't have it for the rap game.
Yeah, I'm the rapper. Of the group,
I think out of like 5 hours though, I'll record and maybe get 30
I'll
seconds of
ghostwrite
good
you.
content.
I'll
Oh, Ghostwrite.
You'll be like easy. You'll be Easy E. I'll be Ice Cube.
I mean, this is
Facts.
try it, and I can just practice the beat over and over,
You just
or not practice. the
We're
lyrics.
all friends here. Your main thing is delivery.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I listen to you, I can tell you're reading.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Good. Okay, so if you made it,
But it was fun.
if you made it this far,
3 hours.
holy
There's
shit,
a
we're just
promo code.
pushing the limit, man. We thought that is what?
Imagine if we had a promo code. It would be at least another 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll take blame for some. I went on. There was a tangent right there where we forgot what we were talking about that one time.
Yeah.
What was it? The girl thing or no goals for the year or something?
No, before that.
Who
I
was your
asked,
crush? That was
who's
your
Oh,
crush.
who's our crush? And we got all the way to
We
fucking.
got deep.
I don't know where the hell we left after that.
That was about 20 minutes of you getting deep.
All right.
Because literally, I wrote the timestamps and
I always go
See,
deep,
the thing
ladies.
I have is
You see that? I made my voice deep.
deep.
I can't undeep it now. It's
I'm
just
really
deep.
bad at quitting.
Oh
Yeah.
All right.
yeah. Okay.
I'm
Any
always-
shout outs you want to give out before we end it?
Every single lady in Modesto that's at least 24, 2
24 what?
age.
24 karat gold.
Years? 24.
Years, 24, 22 years old.
Drives a Mustang.
So you go backwards. Okay.
Has a car at least, you know.
Oh, it doesn't have to be a Mustang?
No, I just have to be Mustang. Just like, I don't want to bang in my car all the time. Sometimes I
Yeah.
bang in their
What
car.
car do you kind of... What?
I have a 1999 Chevy Tahoe.
Hey,
Oh, shit. Hey.
Hey, there's a lot of room in that
Hey.
thing.
Hey.
Okay.
There
Except
really
for
is.
that one time where I punched the ceiling and then I didn't.
Darryl, any shout outs? Any of your friends make it this far? Anyone you know?
I mean, shout out.
Shout out to if you made it this far.
Yeah, because like they constantly listen to.
Yeah, the
For
next
sure.
podcast is 4 hours.
We're pushing the limit, though.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, here's the thing, though. I need to come up with topics.
We just
Not-
had too much fun.
It
Yeah.
is fun, though. We're going to have Michael on for sure next time.
Yeah.
If he
I
wants...
mean-
He lives in the area, though.
I live literally down the street.
Yeah, but I'll definitely give him topics, so the next time.
If anything, we can like cut it in half, but like the
We
halfway
do
point.
like a part 1, part 2.
time. Yeah. If you wanted to.
Because
No.
you usually do Tuesdays, right? Or
Mondays,
Mondays
and
and
Thursdays.
Thursdays.
So just
At
do
noon.
part 1 Monday, part 2 Thursday.
I mean, we can do that. That's
You just have to find the
I
right.
need your help to cut it, though.
You'd have to find the right point to cut it. You don't want to have it like
Yeah.
the last
just
one
like
where it's just Daryl's talking as soon as this thing
Yeah,
starts.
I mean, well, if we're going to do that, what are we at? An hour and a half?
What do you mean? We're exactly at 2:54 now.
So
Oh,
you'd have
so
a-
let's give it like 6 more minutes. Let's talk
you'd
about
have
something.
an hour and a half each.
Yeah. Shout out to these are only the people I know that watch the whole thing completely. Gordon.
Okay.
Gordon's been posting a
Oh,
picture.
yeah, he posted a picture of it.
Yeah,
right?
every day he watches an episode. It takes a while, but he'll watch them all. Maybe Nathaniel Don DeLuce.
Okay.
Maybe Daryl's crush.
No.
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 Got it quiet.
I watch it while I sort cards.
I think we're gonna keep this at
Where you
3
start what?
3 hours.
Sort cards?
yeah. I've been sorting cards a lot.
I've
lately.
been told like they can't multitask. Like you have to. I do that now with podcasts that I like, and I'm like, oh,
I love white noise. Like I sleep to white noise, so I love that.
But this
shit.
is a conversation, so I don't think we're a white noise.
Well, like it's like it helps me focus better. Is what I
Oh,
mean.
okay.
Like when I'm trying to sleep, it helps me focus on sleep. Or I just put on that world matchup that I have to show you guys. And
Yeah.
you guys pass out.
Having it as a. Yeah, burn it as a DVD and then just play it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch like the first 2 seconds of West Side Wednesdays too.
Okay, so we're at 3 hours now.
Okay.
All right,
so,
cool.
But we have to cut that little section now where
I mean,
mentioned,
we
you
can
know what?
ultimately just keep
let's
everything.
be fucking honest. You're not gonna edit shit. They're gonna have us rapping for 25 minutes and everything.
Damn, that rapping was terrible though.
That I had fun. It's very hard for me to rap.
It's harder than it looks.
I'm not gonna lie. Watching you crash and burn helped me rap. It helped me get over the initial.
That's what I'm built for.
It helped me get over the initial stage.
You're the
fright.
starter. He's the fire.
Yeah, I'm the closer. You know, the guy who gets all the praise and everything. You did like very little work.
I'm just a hype man. I'm the guy in the background, just like, hey, you got it.
Hey,
he's the guy that I always remember though. He gets all the bitches.
yeah.
We get the bitches who we get to like take pictures with. He gets all the bitches who are like, if I fuck you, can I fuck Pablo? But then they never get to us. He just fucks them. And
Yeah, only the good ones though.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like to add that we're respectful of women.
Yes, we are very.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be respectful of women in like another 3 months or
But
so.
we're doing our
I'm joking.
best
We're doing our damnedest.
We're damaged boys who are trying to heal.
for sure.
We'll name this one Damaged Boys podcast.
Damaged boys.
Fuck bitches, get money.
All right, guys. All right.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to
The Hero's
Thank you
Journey.
guys
our
for
hero's
having
journey
me.
for sure.
My name's Darryl.
My name's Pablo, and our guest.
It's your boy, Bayboi.
Hey.
We're out.
Didn't even end it.